tell him! You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Straight out the Brooklyn basement. It's the GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast. GodMode Podcast.
This podcast is brought to you by BlueWallStreet. BlueWallStreet for all your recording artists' needs. This podcast is sponsored by NoFilterRadio. NoFilterRadio, new episodes out now. This podcast is sponsored by Blueprint. For all your merchandising needs, do Blueprint. This podcast is sponsored by Power Moves MC, New York City. Power Moves MC. Every move is critical. This podcast is sponsored by the Mopai Corporation. The Mopai Corporation, where our business is sound itself. This podcast is sponsored by GodMode Studios. GodMode Studios. Give us coordinates and we'll drop bombs on them. What's going on, y'all?
Chilling.
207, back in the building.
That's what's up.
207.
Yeah.
Seven.
That's our episode number.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what's 207?
See, they jumping the gun on me. You know what? I'm not even going to make the introductions. They don't need introductions. JesBlaze, Blunatic, on the goddamn podcast once again.
In the building.
In the new views, we can see you in the back of your heads now. Welcome. Thanks again for doing this.
Thanks for having us back.
Absolutely. I couldn't wait, to be honest. But, you know, before we get to all this good shit that I do want to talk about, let's get this stupid elephant out of the room. And, you know, I know he's been in the room, but we got to get him out. Guys, what are your opinions on this Rittenhouse horse shit? To be honest.
Shout out to Flavor Flav.
Yeah, say fuck this shit. We're going for the good shit right away.
Just had to get that out there.
No. Say that shit again.
He's been a year on sobriety, so shout out to him. It takes a lot to do that.
Yes.
That means that should be him being sober. Honestly, should be a very pivotal moment because he's not dead. Number one.
He made it.
Crackheads never die. Let's just put that out there. But he's not dead. That's number one. Number two, he had good people around him. He got positive people around him enough where he was able to maintain sobriety for a whole year. A lot of hip hop artists, they don't have that type of positive circle around them. Hence why so many artists are ODing and dying for whatever reason, or they're relapsing, or whatever the case may be. So kudos to his team or whoever was around him for this whole entire year that helped him, because he didn't do it alone.
And please stick around,
That's
whoever
just,
you are.
He didn't do it alone.
That makes a big difference.
And it's just, you know, when I heard about it, when he told me about it yesterday, and then I saw it today again, it kind of refreshed my memory today. So that's the first thing I thought about. I'm like, he's alive. He's a black man, a black artist, a legendary black artist.
It's an icon.
That's, you know, DMX just fucking died. Case in point, he didn't have the right people around him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had he had the right people around him, we would not be playing his music in a memorial sense.
It's a fact.
We'd still be praising and playing his music or playing his new album that he just fucking dropped.
That's deep, though.
And that's just, they won't look at that, but you got to look at that perspective. Like, again, that's a black man who is a major artist, who was involved in a bad habit, and who cares how long it took him to make that turnaround. But the point is that he made the turnaround and he's still alive.
Right.
He's still alive.
Well, then this is a moment of celebration.
It's his, right? Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You have to celebrate not only his sobriety, but I personally would celebrate the people around him.
Absolutely.
Because it didn't take just him to become sober. He had to have people around him. You have to have support when you're a drug addict or an alcoholic. You need family support. You need mutual support. You need all types of support.
You need people you can trust.
You can't do that shit alone. So again, it's the people who are around him. Whoever came around him and put a flame under his ass or say, yo, nah, you got to fix yourself up, or put him, whatever they had to do to help him.
Right.
It worked.
Yeah.
They became a positive influence.
It worked.
It's a test.
And if only other artists, cliques, circles, crews, however you want to name them, if only they had those same sentiments.
Yeah.
But they don't, because all they think about is the money and the glitz and the glamour and popping the bottles and looking at bitches. And
do you think it's yes man culture?
Of course. People get too caught up in the glitz and glamour. People see, that's why there's so many 360. That's why there's so many. That's why there's so many 360 deals going on, because so many people quick to sign on a dotted line for a quick $150K.
That you don't even get.
I spent $30,000 in fucking 3 months this summer alone.
Right.
Give me a break. That shit ain't nothing. So people, they see a certain amount of money and they just want to they want to dive in, not realizing it's bigger than that. It should be bigger than that.
Well, some of them think that it's their way in, just to put a way in through the door, thinking
because they're fucking lazy.
But that's what I was saying.
They don't want to put the work in.
The part that helps with that is that the people that switched in his life became a positive influence, because all that money that's coming in and everybody want to suck it out because of the energy,
right.
And they're not looking at him for him doing well for himself. Now he's doing well for himself.
He's just a vehicle. To them, he was just a vehicle for their own personal success.
It's a lot, because for him doing this for all these years, me doing business for a few years, it's a lot.
Right.
So it's like you gotta have the right system around you, the right positive energy around you, because you'll get drained. So imagine him trying to stay sober.
Oh, he's been doing it for a year, and it's been. No, I'm just saying, I'm piggybacking off of what you're saying. Yeah, I'm piggybacking off of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking awesome that.
Right.
Because again, we smoke weed. You know, I people think I'm joking when I tell them, look, I don't get high because my tolerance is just that high. I've been smoking for that long, and they're like, oh, well, just stop smoking. And I'm like, well, it's not that easy. Right. And that's just weed.
Right.
Weed. That's nothing. It's weed. Now think about crack, cocaine. All these other, methamphetamine, fentanyl, because people are addicted to fentanyl too. All these killer drugs, shit that really will kill you, take you out. Cigarettes, yeah, all that shit.
Worst
you know what I mean? Take all of that into consideration. Again, weed. I'm not gonna stop smoking weed, and I won't stop smoking weed unless. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna stop smoking weed.
That's a good example.
But my point is that
being taken is taking people's minds and bodies away from their problems and issues.
Right, because everybody's therapist.
That's their only way.
Everybody's therapist,
that's how they felt.
From then.
But it's a matter of degree, because again, to even classify weed as a class 3 narcotic is a fucking joke, right? But if, for instance, Jess, you were making the same argument but substituting weed for coke, or crack, then there would be cause for concern. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And people just mislabel, first of all, the things that you do.
It's not a gateway drug.
It really isn't.
Let's get that together. That's why weed is legal, right?
Actually, it is a gateway drug.
It's such a gateway drug that they made it legal. Legal enough in half of the United States, right? They made it legal.
We gotta go roll up.
I can prove it's a gateway drug. Ready? Whenever I smoke too much and I open the refrigerator,
there's never no smoking too much.
That's the gate.
That's just to recharge.
And the leftover Chinese looks like fucking Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. My son, I have died for your sins.
Right after you eat that.
You know what? No, see, this is where you and me we diverge, because after food, I gotta just.
We are Blue and I are high consumers. You have to understand. You have to understand by if he has to, let's say he has to work in the morning. If he has to work in the morning, by 9 a.m. we're on our 8th blunt. Jesus Christ. I'm saying that lightly.
While laughing and counting the actual figure,
generous.
No.
I'm being generous with what I'm saying.
No complaints at work.
Yeah, no. Listen, the work gets done. The work gets done better.
Don't stop.
I can't.
Yeah, let me drink to that shit. Let me drink to Jess. Come on with us.
Yo, don't stop.
I can't function without weed. I can't get on my bike without smoking. I have to smoke a blunt before I get on my bike. I wish I could smoke a blunt while I'm on my bike, but I have to smoke before I get on my bike. I have to smoke a blunt before I start my day. I have to smoke a blunt before I eat. I gotta smoke a blunt before I go to sleep. You know, I gotta smoke a blunt before I wash my ass. Like,
and yet
smoke a blunt before we head out.
And yet you're
gotta smoke a blunt while we rolling a fucking blunt.
And yet a successful CEO of multiple corporations, right? A highly functional and awesome human being.
We still get shit done.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when you tell me anything about a class 3 and whatever, I think, listen, too much carrot juice will fucking kill you. No, if you know,
juice is good for you.
Too much of anything.
If you know it's not for you,
listen, Jamaicans love carrot juice. You can't say that to black.
I love carrot juice. No, don't get me wrong. It was just a saying. I will drink it. I'll go dead drinking carrot juice. It's good for your eyes.
I know my father used to always tell me, you never see Bugs Bunny. My father used to always tell me as a kid, eat carrots. And I used to be like, why? He goes, because Bugs Bunny's his favorite character, first of all. And he used to be like, well, you never see Bugs Bunny with glasses. And I'm like, but why are we just excluding Bugs Bunny to have glasses on? And he used to always try to get us to eat carrots. And that was his way of getting us to eat carrots, because Bugs Bunny didn't wear glasses.
Well, hey.
It still don't make sense, but whatever.
That shit is good for your eyes.
I ate carrots because I like them, not because of my dad.
Yeah, but aside the point, you know, it's a lot of anything. And it's, again, like, for instance, I cannot work when I smoke. I already know, and I've tried it. When I was in another state at another facility, which name shall not be said, I did this one thing one time. You know, when you do something and you step back and you wonder at, like, oh my God, I just did this. Whoa. And it's, you know, all right, so here's what had happened. By the way, don't do what I say.
Do any of these pens work? These are really nice.
They are, but don't the juice in them. No.
So
Negative.
Slam Duncan.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with them, but those things, they're not charged. They're not switched on. They're delicious, and I'm gonna have them set up for the next time you guys are here. But right now, please don't, because the juices in there are menza and.
Who's a menza?
Something probably not good. Probably not good means not good.
I'll pass on.
Yeah. Please do. Next time I'll have 3 set up for us. And I forgot what the fuck I was just saying. What was I saying? Step out of the car, sir. Put your keys on the roof.
About being functional potheads.
Yes. And so, yeah, the fact that it's a class 3 and doesn't make sense. But, like, again, too much of anything is no good. If you're no good on it, like I was saying, I did this one thing one time. And there were, like, 10 mechanics. And one by one day, this was when the whole fake weed thing was going around. K2 and Spice and all that stuff. And all those guys thought it was normal. And I caught a couple of them smoking in the back during the work thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something one day. I got a big thing. And for all the boys, I was like, yo, I got it today. They were like, where is it? And the tire thing in the back of the building. We'll throw some tires out. A little Red Bull can. Made the bomb. The whole shop was looking like a glazed donut, yo. Like, do you hear me? If anyone came back there and looked, you go, you're fixing my car? You know? 10 of them. Nothing fell. Nothing broke. In fact, nobody was even speaking. You know why? Because they were all fucking concentrating so they don't die. I did that one time and I was part of it. And I'm like, yo, no. This is with that shit. If I smoke some fucking weed, no. And it's the wrong place to do it for me. I like my weed at certain times. I'm like James Bond with it.
Nah, we gotta smoke Eric.
Listen, you guys, if you think by any means of a shred of a second that these guys,
there's no smoking, we smoking.
If you think they're kidding for 1 second, I invite you to come hang out. I invite you to come see. Come see for yourself.
It's a meditation thing for me. Like, I wake up and when I do it, it's not because everybody else do. I do it because this is my meditation. And then before I get to work, I did a couple of more fuck it case. I know I'm about to deal with some cases that I got to say fuck it.
Right.
So
right. It's easier to say fuck it when you're like, all right, man.
I just meditate because, you know, a lot of answers are in your face. So why question it when you know you just gotta handle it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes there, it just comes there.
By the way, happens. Blue deals with people professionally at their drunkest sometimes. So this is just to put it into context. So yeah, I mean, if you all saw yourself when you were fucked up, somebody would need a blunt to deal with you. You in particular. You in the red.
But you know, it's like the only reason people look at it crazy at times is because there's people doing it just because everybody else doing it. That's never been the case with us.
Yeah, and that's the wrong way. You guys do it pure. You two should be Rasta, like real Rasta.
Yeah, it's
Who
like
was it that called me? Who was it that called me the female Snoop Dogg? Somebody was calling me the female Snoop Dogg all summer.
You straight Rastafarian. You for real. You.
Listen, just like you said, is more so because I don't smoke to get high. I damn sure don't smoke to try to be cool because I've been doing this shit for too long.
Right.
It's more so, yeah, like, you know, it's more so for keeping calm and actually for my back pain because my back was fucked up too.
And it's true. It does help.
You know, it's medicinal, and that's what people need to realize. It's a medicinal plant. It's not a drug. It's a medicinal plant.
Right.
Actually got me.
Yes, it can be altered. Yes, people alter it, but especially if you're growing it, it's natural. That shit coming from the ground. Listen, that's a seed that you planted and it grew.
The only thing you can alter is its potency.
Right.
That's the only thing you can alter, really. I mean, everything else.
Well, no, I mean altering it by like lacing it is what I'm saying.
Well, that's
what I mean by
yeah. Oh, yeah. No. That's
you can alter it. You can alter it in that sense.
Do not lace the weed.
That's where people say weed could be a gateway, and yeah, it could be a gateway if you're lacing your weed because obviously you're adding a whole nother drug onto that.
Right.
Again, I could smoke a whole ounce right now. We could sit down and smoke a whole ounce right now, and I could walk a straight line in front of a cop. I could still get behind the wheel. I could still solve a math problem. I could still have a business meeting.
Facts.
Like, you know, it doesn't affect me mentally. You know what I mean? It affects other people mentally because everybody has different reactions to it, and that's okay. You know, ain't nobody obligated to be like, oh, you got to be like this. And no, everybody's body's different. Everybody reacts to things differently. You know, same way somebody's afraid of heights, someone isn't.
Absolutely.
You know, so it is what it is.
Right. And you have to be honest with yourself. If it's for you, it's for you. Like some people drink.
Too many people cap on social media with smoking weed, and it's like why? Like weed is just like, why are we capping on weed?
Because
like, come on,
either they're not used to it, they haven't done it, or they've had a bad experience with it, so you choose to badmouth it, essentially. You know, but too bad because its medicinal purposes have already been proven. So, you know what, transfer that energy to the harder drugs so we can all agree with you and just keep the day rolling. Leave this one out. This one is basically coffee now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm glad how we bypassed the whole first topic and I'm not even going to come back to it.
Flavor.
Yeah. Y'all make your own decisions on that shit.
I was actually going to be on the Flavor of Love. Remember the Flavor of Love show? I got called back for it, and I went to the audition, and they selected me to be on the show, and I declined because they gave me a fucking contract this fucking big, no lie.
Oh.
And I went through the first page. The first page said, "We own you for a whole year," meaning I couldn't accept any other work from any other business, even if it was like $1 million deal. I would not be able to do it because MTV owned me for a whole year. If I signed. MTV would have owned me, had rights to me,
your image, your name,
for an entire year. And I was like, I like politely went, thank you. I only did it honestly because I was doing modeling at the time, and I was like, fuck it. If I get picked, it's my opportunity to get on TV. No, I wasn't trying to do all that other extra shit because they wasn't even saying about you having to do whatever you had to do with. They were just. That
was another question I would have. Would that be in the fine print though?
No, that wasn't in there. That was something that was on some like free ball type shit.
Yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Like, I guess they wanted to go on that type of shit, but like the producers never mentioned anything as far as being intimate with him, having to kiss him, or anything to that matter. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, all right, cool. This will be a foot in the door. You know, I get some shine on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once they handed me over that contract, I was like, nah, chill. I felt like I was selling my soul. I felt like I was selling my soul at like 18 years old. I was like, what's going on here?
Did you have a lawyer look at it?
No, I didn't need to.
Yeah, after the first page, you were done.
The first page was enough.
I'm gonna take this to my never mind.
Yeah, I'm like, that was enough. Yeah, I didn't need. Any smart person would know. Like, if that's not what you want, then just I don't got a gun to my head, and I can easily decline it. And I was already in the mix of doing a whole bunch of other shit. So it was like,
did they offer?
I'm not pressed for. I don't get starstruck.
Right.
It wasn't a starstruck moment. It was, like I said, a moment for me to just try to get my foot in the door in the entertainment business. That's all.
Well, thank God you were smart about it, and thank God you read the fine print, even though it is on the first page.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised they put the shit on the fucking first page. Normally they put that shit in the back page in the fine print.
Did they offer compensation at all or no?
No.
At all, nothing.
It's more so like you just getting
just the exposure.
Time. Yeah, it's exposure.
But are you able to, like, let's say you had a career at this point, like you did, you're not able to go to your job?
What, like an employment, like a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Oh no, you have to be able to take that time off. That's what I'm saying.
So you have to have a year off. Like the money to just do nothing.
It's like the Real World. Remember when they had the Real World out?
Right.
If you wanted to, I tried for the Real World too. If you ever wanted to go on the Real World, you have to like literally drop your life, drop your kids, drop your job, like just drop everything just to be on a platform to get fucking 15 minutes of fame. And with the possibility of producers, because they have control of the show, with the possibility of producers tarnishing your name, just to have an image or a plot or a story
that makes you look like shit
for their show to make you look horrible and him look great.
Right.
Meanwhile, you're with all the respect, this is no pun intended, you're the asshole, but he's a fucking nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the way it's pictured is totally backwards.
It's completely opposite. Like, you know, you're the polished guy, you're the guy that opens the doors for the women, and he's like the basher and calling women bitches.
The dog.
He's the dog, and he hits bitches, and you know, like he don't even respect his mama type shit, you know. And it's like it's not even like that, you know. So that's why the entertainment business is a dog eat dog world.
Well, I think it's an exaggerated version of the world, because you know they say the world is a stage. You know, we're all actors, right?
When they said
we're like the Truman Show,
right?
We're the Truman Show,
and
in real life.
And Hollywood is essentially a concentrated version of it. So I would say it's Vanity is king or queen or whatever. You know, I mean, and like. My relative, my cousin, she's in with, you know, blah 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 and blah blah blah, and she's in that world. You know, she's married into blue blood, and her kid is somebody, and I see, you know, how the kid is developing in the elite, and it's crazy. I'm always like, yo, make sure she retains her soul, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, because this is a concentrated version. And my cousin, she had mad depression before the big jump off that they're at now. You know, I'm not gonna shoot for names or whatever, but you know, they're up there now. But she was depressed clinically for like 10 years, going with, you know, in the industry. I'm talking writing, not writing, but performing in major off-Broadway stuff for a bunch of you know, big companies that are now ridiculous. Again, names are not important, but companies that were destined to be famous. Like putting on the big stuff on Broadway. She was working with them, and
everything you just said is why she was depressed. Everything counted on her success. At that point, the companies that was investing in her, and the time she was putting in, and all the people that worked for her with her,
she didn't
assistants, all that thing. And again, I know like when you have to, how you say. It's not an exact. I don't want to say an exact word, but it's like when you have to manage the lives of many people, based off of what you're doing. It's a big thing. So now that goes back to with Flavor Flav, and I could also go to MC Hammer and all the other people that got
who have a team around them too.
That is either you think you're gonna end up dead because they're letting you do all these drugs,
right?
You're gonna go broke because they're sucking all your money.
Tyson.
Tyson. You're gonna like, so it's like all these things they always have to deal with. As a person, as a brand, as a CEO, all that stuff you gotta deal with.
The team is the most important thing.
Yes.
Whoever says that they can make it to the top by themselves obviously doesn't understand what it takes to get to the top.
Yeah.
There's no way. And if you will, and if somehow by some magical, no, it's impossible. There's got to be at least one more person involved in you becoming who you know, especially if it's a rags to riches story.
Yeah.
You know.
And then when you got the right people investing into you, you can't fuck up. So it's no room for error.
there's always room for error. We're humans, but your team has the right kind of risk assessment. I
know
think.
what you mean as a whole, but I'm talking about the people that's usually at the top, that's getting everybody paid or setting up this or doing that. Look, all these things is spinning all day, every day. Well, they're going from show.
They see the big picture.
Sleep 1 hour, back to interview, back to this, back to a show, back to training, back to this, back. Mind you, I didn't get a chance to say anything about anybody's mom in between all that.
Right. Birthdays, holidays.
So all these things going on that are not going on.
Yeah. Time for your significant other.
So by the time, so that's why I say it depends. A support system is important, right? Because you have to have positive people around there, like, yo,
who want to help
pick you up when they see you looking down, or when it help pick you up.
Well, they have to believe in
too much work to be done, or help pick you up when you can't make 3 trips in 1 hour, or help, like, you know what I mean? It's like all these things that matter, and then eventually one of them's gonna fall, and then you figure out. So it's like when they're already stuck into a world of drugs and all this stuff, that's how they feel. They only escape. So it's important to have positive people around you. Like, nah, bro, no, you know what? Let's go play basketball. Yeah. Like, you know, like.
But a lot of the times, the people you're around are also in that spiral. That's where it becomes. That's where it becomes a catch-22, because you suffer without your friends trying to, like, for instance, make it out of addiction, but you can't go back to your friends because they can't help you.
Because everybody has a life.
Well, they're still in it.
That's the crazy.
They're still in it. They're not. Even if they mean well, even if they want to hang out with you, you know, have a couple drinks or whatever, you're still in that same room when you were addicted, and your chances of snapping, you know, whether it be by your own accord or somebody slipping something into your drink, you know, even because you're around that thing again, you know, that's where it becomes dually hard. That's why Flav is extremely lucky for having that outside, like the team that was not in on the partaking.
When I saw the picture, I saw the difference. I was like, nice.
Good for him. He's a shining beacon of what people in that position should be doing, you know, especially our icons, you know, the people that we grew up with, watching, listening to, you know, emulating and attempting to be like. We need to have them around for as long as possible, because like the older I get, I see people dropping, like the people I grew up with. You know, I never in my wildest dreams would I thought that at this stage in my life we would lose DMX, for instance. It hasn't even occurred to me that could happen.
Still feel the way about it. Like, I saw his last interview and he was looking like he did better.
It wasn't supposed to happen. It's not supposed to.
I was like,
you gotta keep your circle tight. Even sometimes when you have people in your circle, they could be toxic.
Absolutely right. Yeah. But you have to have the strength to at least get together with the rest of the circle and be like, yo, you know, that's hard to do also. In a group of friends, it's difficult because you don't want to, like, you know, it's Pete. We've been hanging out with Pete our whole fucking life.
Yeah.
But Pete turned into Percocet Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, but you also have to think at this point, we're not kids, we're adults.
This is true.
And we all have responsibilities. And as an adult, you have a responsibility. You know, it's not my job. I have one child. We have one kid. I don't have no other kids. I have one kid. I'm not here to babysit a grown woman, a grown man. We all have our own shit. We all have our own stuff on our plate that we're dealing with. Yeah, I could put some of your shit on my plate, but I'm not taking your whole dinner on my plate and making you feel like I gotta do this, that, and the third for you. It don't work that way.
Right.
Because I got my shit to do.
Right.
I'ma always support you.
Right.
I hear what you're saying on that.
I'm not going above and beyond if you're not even showing no effort that you going above and beyond.
That's what I was about to say. Like, when you're around the person, you don't have to like cut your life off and be 24/7 around somebody. It just, if you're around somebody you see they about to slip,
it's your conscious decision to help.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't cost you anything.
I just don't carry dead weight.
Truth. Now, all I'm saying is you could try, but you have to know. I've run into this personally. I've helped people that eventually slip back in, and I can't, I've led them to the water. I've led them to the clean life. We've had the conversations, and this is heavy stuff, not,
Yeah.
and, when they were around me or, sometimes I, help people out, rent them a room or whatever, they would stay with me. And I told them, this shit you're not going to do here. Whenever you feel like I'm not telling you can't, but you're going to have to leave here. One person did. I'll never forget it. In the middle of the night, took all this shit and left because he knew he was going to use again. But I respect him for it. But at the same time, I look at it and I go, this is how much of a monster this is.
Mm-hmm.
To where it snatched you in the middle of the night. Well, that and a woman, but regardless, it snatched you in the middle of the night from people who were basically walking you to recovery. Grant you, same person is doing good now again, but I've watched this happen, and I have a first-hand account that you got to know when to stop. Just like you say, Jess, dead weight is dead weight. I'll give you the mulligan for as long as I can carry you. Once I feel my back cracking, dog, I got to let you down, and you got to help me carry some of this shit too. Otherwise, it is what it is.
They can't help you carry because they can't even carry themselves. So
Facts.
They can't carry shit.
This is true.
It's dead weight. That's what
dead weight means.
Dead weight.
Yes.
Remove yourself of all that fucking shit because it ain't gonna serve you no purpose.
You're absolutely right. I tried.
I carried dead weight for 5 years, so trust me.
You shouldn't carry people. Because that's only gonna enable them.
But these are things that we've learned because a lot of people are, they want to help.
But some people just want to see that somebody cared. So it's like, yo, if I told you already, I can't be there around you 24/7 because I got a family. Right. But just know that I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you with my conversation.
Right.
Enough.
Exactly.
And you can take it or leave it.
Take the pertinent. Yeah.
It might not register today, but it might register next month or next year.
The truth is a funny thing, Yeah. In a good context, the truth is healing. But sometimes in the worst possible situation, the truth, no matter how painful it is, I would say if it's dealt with, like this, that to me is what determines. I don't care how well you could fight. I don't care if your hands are the size of sacks of potatoes. In a situation like that, that's how somebody proves their might. Because I can't say like manhood, because it could be a woman too. Their might as a human being, their conviction. What are you gonna do when your truth has been pointed out? Where you go, you know what? Fuck, my fault. You know what? You're right. Thank you. Shit. I acknowledge the problem.
Well, that's the problem. Accountability.
Acknowledgement.
A lot of people they have accountability doesn't exist in their vocabulary. And that's the sad part. When you don't take accountability for your actions. If you tell me I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Because there's something that I did that I didn't see, that you did. As a woman, I'm wrong. All right, I'll eat that. I fucked up. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for being man enough or woman enough to tell me. But I'm not going to say him like, no, that wasn't me. Or no, I didn't do that. Or no, I didn't say that. Or no, or this. No. I fucked up because like I tell people all the time, there's so much shit that people see that you don't see within yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's why you need certain parties that you trust or that are close to you that can check you. Yeah. You should be able to be checked.
No, but that's kind of
and not in a disrespectful. I don't mean in a disrespectful manner. I mean it in the sense of like, yo, you need to get it the fuck together. Wake the fuck up. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
But this is the first thing people think is disrespect. Like their inner ego goes, I'm being disrespected. I'm being disrespected.
That's on them then. Pull up your panties. Pull up your panties, man up.
It was like, eventually something clicked.
Yeah.
And you can't be man. You can't be part-time man, and then when people point shit out to you, now you want to bitch up or be in your feelings or no, man the fuck up now. Keep that same energy.
Right.
You was beating your chest then. Keep beating your chest when you know that you were wrong. I respect you more if you admit that you were fucking wrong.
And the truth shall set you free.
And we keep going with life. Simple.
Yeah. You can exhale once you go, you know what? I fucked up. I fucked up. That exhale, that's already, you're already going in the right direction.
It's ego and accountability.
Yeah. And
honestly, that's what it all boils down to.
And perpetuation too. People let that shit.
Yeah, shit get
enablers.
People get gassed. They get gassed up by a lot of shit or the environment that they're in or whatever it could be. I'm
a rapper now. Like you know how many?
Yeah, and they get a couple of applause. Now they think they fucking Jay-Z.
Right?
Like, no, chill out. Like,
you do one
just,
show.
They just liked your performance because they liked your shirt. They were actually applauding because your fucking shirt was fire.
Yeah.
Your shirt was so fire. Your shirt took the fucking show. Fuck your lyrics. It's your shirt that took the show. That's why everybody's going crazy. They want to know where you cop that shit. They want to know they got it in their size. Like,
congratulations, you yelled over your own ad-libbing.
Yeah, like. Give me a break. Oh, we were just talking about that today. I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know how many gray hairs. I'm not even gonna afford to get gray hairs anymore because I don't even stress myself over things like that. I don't give artists the time of day when it comes to things like that. I don't care. Call me mean, call me rude, whatever. I'm not giving an artist the time of day to think that he's entitled and then go and perform lip singing. Make that make sense for me.
It doesn't, because it's one of the it's one of the biggest disrespects you can do to the audience. Never mind you, because you're already, the minute you conceive that you're gonna do that, you're conspiring against the audience. You're conspiring against the people. You wanna pull one over on them already without meeting them.
Yeah, but they're only cheating themselves at the end. And I tell artists this all the time. I said it at my show on last Friday. Like, if you decide to lip sing, normally I would call them out. But because I haven't done the show in 2 years, I was being nice on Friday. He'll tell you, I will call an artist out if they're lip singing. I've done it before. And I don't do it in a demeanor where it's like, oh, I can't fuck with her no more because the way she came at me. No. I'm going to simply ask you, even though I know the answer, I'm going to ask you, hey, Boris, were you lip singing just now?
Right.
It's up to you to be honest with me.
Right.
And even if you're not honest with me, I'm going to still call your bluff.
Right. Just wait for an answer and then say what you know already.
I'm going to see how far you're going to go with
the lie that you're perpetuating.
You're trying to bullshit me when all I could do is say, hey, DJ, stop. And then we see what's going. Let's see.
Let's do that shit a cappella.
Let's see if you turn my mic off real quick. Because a lot of times these artists, they'll get handed the mic after the host introduces them. And I literally seen it about 3 weeks ago where I was at an event where I was doing media coverage. And this female got called up. And as soon as the guy introduced her and he handed her the mic, I literally see her go like this. Click. So I got the same fucking microphone.
Oh no.
I have the same goddamn microphone at home that I use for my shows and for my radio show and things like that. So I'm like, I got the same mic. I said, she dead turned the fucking mic off. And then she's like, and then the crowd is going crazy, like cheering for her and everything else. And I'm just like,
it's a lot.
How oblivious are you guys? Granted, if you didn't even see her click the damn microphone, but how do you not see that her lyrics are going and her microphone is over here? Shouldn't her mic be here? Like, if you're gonna lip sync, practice on being the best lip singer in the world. Master that shit. Master that shit so much that people have to really scratch their heads and think, damn, is she lip singing or is he lip singing? Because y'all suck.
Watch them bend with
y'all suck. Y'all suck. Yeah. And it's disgusting. I get turned off. I lose total interest in the artist. Like I said, in 5 years of me doing radio, this is something that I stress over and over and over and over again. And I do it to encourage artists. And I always tell them, yo, be you. You're an upcoming artist. You're gonna fuck up. I want you to fuck up. I want you to fuck up and then continue going, because that's gonna show me your drive.
And when you do it live,
I went to a show.
You're learning.
I went to a show about 4 years ago. I went to support a showcase, and there was a girl from Japan. Now, when you speak to this girl, she has the most. It was like talking to Jackie Chan. It was her English was so broken, but when she sang the Celine Dion. She sung that song word for word. You would thought she was American.
Oh shit!
Because her accent,
learned it that good.
And that's in a lot of times, like a lot of international people who have strong languages from their descent. When they learn the English language, if they start singing, their voices you very rarely hear their accent. Right. So she's singing Celine Dion, and the crowd is going crazy because she has an amazing freaking voice. Like, this girl was, her pipes were crazy. You know what I'm saying? My hairs were standing up type shit.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So she's going crazy, and then the mic cut off, and she's literally like this. and the whole crowd just got quiet. And I'm like,
oh no.
Fuck that. I'm like, keep singing, I started yelling out of nowhere, and everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, keep singing. I'm like, drop the mic, keep fucking singing. She's looking at me, and I'm like, keep fucking singing. I'm like, let's go. And she's like, and she just started singing a cappella. Killed it even. She didn't even need the fucking beat.
And
she didn't need the beat.
That's the magic.
She killed the rest of the song. After she performed, she came up to me, she cried, thanked me. The crowd went crazy again. And the point is that, again, as an upcoming artist, as an aspiring artist, your goal should be to fuck up.
You want moments like that.
You have to fuck up. Because you're not upcoming artists are not perfect.
Right.
Upcoming artists are not Jay-Z. Upcoming artists, Beyonce still busts her ass off the fucking stage. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
We're human.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So stop trying to run before you walk. Everything is a process. Everything is a learning process. Everything is a step by step, and people will respect you more if you start crawling. Crawl. It's okay to crawl. Babies crawl for a long time before they start walking.
Like, 5 years ago.
And once they start walking, the motherfuckers is like, you gotta tase these motherfuckers to stay still, because they don't stay still. But you know what? It's because they mastered the art of walking.
Yes.
And the art of running. And they might stumble a little bit because, again, they're still learning. Right. And that's the bottom line, that you have to respect the learning process. Same thing with riding a bike. Don't think that you're gonna get on you're a new rider and you're gonna get on a 1000 and ride like Blue doing $170 or more and think that you're gonna get home in one piece.
You're gonna die.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Stay in your lane. People will respect you more. Build your rapport. And fuck 5 years down the line. Next year, look back a year from now. Mm-hmm. Look back, back from last year and see how much you've grown. I've seen so many artists grow that have been to my show, performing, been on my show, getting interviewed, or just artists that I've connected with. And I've seen their growth, and I've told them, you've seen them that come on my show, and I told them, like, yo, you're nice.
At the showcase, you mentioned 2 or 3 people's growth right there.
Who have been there. Arnabi, he's from Japan. When he first came to my show, the first show that he did was in Tavern in Queens, which is now currently shut down. When he first, I didn't know what the hell he flew from Japan when he first came to my show.
No shit.
He had just came from Japan. So I'm like, who is this guy? He came on a mic, started saying some shit. Yo, nobody understood a word he said. But it was how he controlled that crowd.
He's got the presence.
He controlled that crowd in a sense of, like, he was so confident. And I know under them shades, my man is probably nervous and he probably got the butterflies going on and the whole 9 yards.
But out here, he's like this. Mentally, I've witnessed this man. He's like this.
His delivery, and again, I don't care to understand what he's saying. The fact that he respects hip hop and he knowingly all the time expresses how much he respects hip hop, and he knows his roots when it comes to hip hop and everything. You got to give a man like that props.
Yes.
And on top of that, he's from a completely different culture. He's from another side of the world. Like, he's coming into the mud. He's coming to New York. He ain't going to Florida. Mm-hmm. He ain't going to North Carolina. He ain't going to Georgia. He ain't going to Cali. He's coming to New York.
Front and center.
Hub, the birth of fucking hip hop.
Yes.
He's coming out here with the most ruthless, most opinionated, fucking rude ass people are in the freaking world. And he's coming out here in the trenches by himself. And here he is 5 years later. He got a fucking single with Mano. Come on now. If that's not proving yourself as an artist and elevating and taking your craft seriously and so on and so forth, you don't think that man has been ridiculed while he was performing? You don't think there were people ignorant enough in a crowd to be and laughing about him? Yeah. Absolutely. And still, that man will walk out wherever, if he's on a fucking soapbox or he's on a grand stage or whatever, that man will walk out with so much confidence. His confidence is inspiring. He'll
put a smile on your face, man.
Without a doubt. Every time I introduce him, whenever he's performed at my shows, I always do like a introduction, like, yo, this man is gonna move you. You're gonna be fucking chanting whatever the hell he tells you to chant.
Come over here, say come over here.
You're gonna be chanting whatever he asks you to chant. You're gonna clap. because it's his aura, his energy, his delivery, and I can't stress it enough, his confidence. When you have confidence and you show how much confidence, not cockiness, not conceit, but confidence,
ownership of your lyrics,
when you know
carry yourself,
that what you're proud of what you are, who you are, and what you stand for, and what you have, and what you're here to deliver,
what you have created,
and so on and so forth. When you have that level of confidence, yo, you're unstoppable. Facts. And again, point proven. This man came from Japan 5 years ago, and here we are 5 years later,
and he's still doing it, and he's better than ever.
Doing it, and he's got a single with a major a rapper who's right now still trending. I know, man. No. I'm just saying he's trending. He's not. It's not like he's sucked in. Right. He's currently trending. He got his own talk show and podcast and shit like that. Dope. He's trending. He's
and that's who he did a track with.
And he's a dope rapper too. You know, he's a dope rapper.
Yes.
So, one up for him. Kudos to him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud to say that I know him. I'm proud to say that he's been to multiple. He's gonna be performing on the 3rd again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna be using him because it's a panel discussion. So I'm gonna be using him and his performance as an example as far as confidence goes and crowd control and delivery and things like that. Because again, he's speaking a language. He's rapping another language that we don't know.
Mm-hmm. And it was only half
he's not lip syncing.
No, that's another thing. No lip syncing. Half the verse in English, half the verse in Japanese.
Exactly.
So that
takes a lot.
I was listening.
The diversity in that is amazing. You know what I mean? And for him to bring his Japanese culture into the hip hop world and make it kind of his own is awesome.
And also vice versa, because he's taking hip hop to his fans in Japan.
Absolutely. I'm all for that. You know what I mean? I'm all for, like I said, I respect the artist that is about his grind. I respect your grind if you're about your grind, because I'm about my grind.
Facts.
And I just want people out. If I could push you to be a better individual artist, I'm gonna do that. But
you have to be worth being pushed.
You have to be worth being pushed. Because I've invested my time and too much time and my name. My name, most importantly, on people that have just
squandered it.
They just thought it was a joke. And that's why I'm like, we're not name dropping no more. We're not doing that. We're not doing no more favors until you actually show me. Because again, I'm not trying to be the artist. I'm behind the scenes. I don't want to be the artist. I sing in my shower. That's as far as that goes, or karaoke. But I'm not the artist. You are. You the one that got to prove to the people that you want to be who you are. You got to prove to the people that yo Blue, can you cop my song? For what?
Right.
What makes you so special that I should be copying your joint?
Correct. What
are you saying of substance aside from all these other freaking artists that ramble on with the same shit? What sets you apart from all these little Bo and little Schmo and little O
prefix and little, prefix young,
all these littles and all these youngs and all these fake big papas and all this shit? Like, for what? Like, just be you, man. I can't stress that enough. Be you.
I think that's where it was lost in translation, because everyone wanted to be like whatever the trending thing was. When the word trending started trending,
it's too many followers. That's why
it took away.
They weren't taught as kids to be leaders. My father always taught me as a kid, never be a follower, always be a leader.
Right.
Always try to lead by example. Always just be the person that people want to be behind. Don't be behind nobody. Be that person that everybody wants to line up behind.
Well, it's like also being a trendsetter.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And again, individuality has taken a back seat to the bag. I hear more people mentioning the bag than
they don't even got a bag to fucking book a goddamn studio session. Give me a break.
Right. Well, we're not even going there, because I assure you, I've heard enough things, and then afterwards, like, yo, dog, can I pay you like next time and stuff? And it's like
dude, trying to get a bag of weed on consignment.
Like, dude, should I play you your track back?
I got bread.
I got bags. I got people holding them for like what? So where are they, dude? Call one of them guys. Mm-hmm. I don't need the whole bag. I just need $40.
Oh shit, the infamous $40.
You know what? Like
cheap hoe.
Come on, listen. When you're young and you're grinding, when I was a young producer, I would not charge more than I would charge people $40 a song. That's how terrible I used to be. But the way I figured, they would think that they're getting their money's worth, right? they'd come and I said, look, bring me $40 and whatever you drink or whatever you smoke, enough for you and me. And you'll have a session. When I first started doing this out in PA. And Jay Breeze won't let me lie, because he was there for these sessions, a lot of them. And it's like, who's really winning? Because I wanted to do this so bad, I just needed target practice. I needed people to practice on. So while you think you're getting a session, what I'm doing there is I'm sharpening my blade. I put albums together for people that don't deserve a ringtone. But the only reason I did that is because now I can do it for myself, and especially, never mind me, I could do it for somebody up and coming who I believe, in Ty God of God. Come down here with this, bro. I'm talking about you. That's Jay's brother.
Right.
This kid's a really sick rapper. Like, no joke. Like the shit that he talks about, the substance. And you heard that shit. You lip sync once. Curtains. And I'll make sure to just picks you out of all of them. So
I don't get joy out of doing that. Like, it's not something that I enjoy doing, because it's actually annoying, because like I said, it comes to a point where it's like, you want to be an artist, so you should already know what being an artist entails.
Remember your lyrics.
Nah, it's not even about remember. It's just an artist as a whole. It's, aside from music, on a business aspect, it goes with etiquette on so many levels. Etiquette, presentation.
That's another one that doesn't get mentioned too much.
Freaking grammar. Like, just because you think you see me as being a young woman in your mind, because people think I'm not the age that I am.
Wait, you're not 25?
No, don't tell nobody. But because people, presume me to be younger than I am, they think that when they hit me up to do business, that they can speak to me like I'm one of the peoples on the streets. And I'm like, nah, we don't do that here. Like, we're not doing just the other day, I had someone DM me and he put yo. That's it. I said, who's yo? He said, what do you mean, who's yo? And I left him on red. Don't hit me up. Who the fuck is yo? That's number one. Number two, you're contacting a radio station. Clearly, you want something. You're looking for something. You want something. You're about to ask for something, or you're about to ask me to do something. Whether it's like listen to your song or share something, you're looking for something. Right. You're not just hitting me up to say, "Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Hope you have a wonderful day." Right. Okay. So, I think we were raised as kids to have like common courtesy. You say please, thank you, you're welcome, and things of that sort, right?
Hey, how are you? My name is so and so.
We were taught that in school.
How's everything? Put a heading on the paper, dude.
Little introductions. Say, hey, my name is Bob, and I'm an aspiring artist from fucking Timbuktu. Is it okay if just take a couple of minutes to check out my song and tell me what you think? And don't get me wrong, there's times when I get a hell of a book report of an introduction, and I enjoy reading that shit, because I'm like, wow, this motherfucker just gave me the whole rundown of his life. Right. And now I know I know about this person. Now I want to hear your song. Right. I'm intrigued. Right. Because not only did you just break down who you were in like 3 paragraphs, but you were just you said hello, and you came with respect. You said, hope all is well. Hope your day is going well. And, I've been following you or whatever. I respect your brand. And I was wondering if you could just take the time out. I appreciate those shits to the fullest extent. Right. But then, like I said, you have these yuppies that they think that they're talking to their mans and them on the street, and they're going to get X, Y, and Z given to them. Given is the key word. That's where the entitlement comes in. There's too much entitlement in thinking that, because Boris, you my man, you got to give me a beat. Facts, yeah. The fuck? Or Blaze, because you my peoples, you got to give me a free interview, or you got to put me in your magazine for free. The fuck? And the word is gotta, would you, but gotta. This is a service that's being provided. But come on, we peoples though. This is time that's being taken out of for me to dedicate and make you look good. Yeah. Blue, what's one hoodie, bro? Let me get one hoodie, bro. Let me get 3 hours real quick. Let me record something real quick. Come on, we're peoples. People don't understand the value.
In 3 parts. They either suck your energy, your money, or your time. So they always want something that they're not willing to pay for that you paying for.
And sometimes it's more than one.
Yeah. So it's like
money and energy.
That's what she said. It's like it's too much.
You can't be entitled and not.
Back in return.
Yeah, everything. Listen, the key word for 2022, and baby, I'm gonna need you to make me a shirt, sweater, hoodie, panties, bra, armband, fucking wristband, headband, eye patch, all that shit. Saying.
And we're gonna record. We're gonna record a button on it. Yep.
The key word is reciprocation for 2022. If you ain't keeping that same energy that I'm giving you when it comes to us doing business on an acquaintance level or whatever the case may be, I don't need you. And people are like, oh, you dismiss people so much. Yeah, I'm quick to dismiss somebody because you know what? There's over 8 billion motherfuckers in this world. And I'm not going to stress you when I know he is going to go harder for you without a fucking sweat. He going to do it with a smile on his face.
Is it your fault that the person is presenting himself as dismissible?
Not at all, because anything or anybody that comes that wants to deal with my brand, whether it's NoFilterRadio, whether it's Indie Source Magazine, whether it's my entertainment entity, whether it's my Bitch I Ride brand or whatever, or my club or whatever the case may be. It goes across the board. If you're not going to reciprocate that energy, I don't need you. I don't carry that weight. I used to carry that weight so much that right now where I am, I'm happy where I am, but should I be where I'm at? No. I should be so far ahead. And the reason why I'm not far ahead is because I was too busy pulling people that were just holding me back.
Right.
Then I'm thinking like, yo, we like, let's go. And I'm like, I'm pulling a fucking bag of sand.
And now it's going to be bittersweet for the next couple of steps.
I don't give a fuck. Feel how you want to feel. Feel how you want to feel, because at the end of the day, I'm financially invested in this shit. Not you. I'm financially invested. I might be the one that have to fucking pay taxes at the end of the year.
Yep.
Or whatever the case may be. Not you. You want to reap off all the benefits of all the hard work that I did, but you want to come at the end because you want to show face and take a couple of... Nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, this was our effort.
We're reciprocating energies here. We're reciprocating energies and effort. And like I said, that goes all across the board. All across the board. You know what I mean? And once people realize that, then people will have... They will have a greater respect for individuals as a whole, you know, whether you're dealing with them, like I said, on a personal or a business level. It's about respect. Respect someone's energy that they're giving to you. If I'm taking the time out to have a conversation with you, to do something for you, or to listen to you, whatever, if I'm there for you for whatever reason, I don't expect tomorrow, I don't expect next week, but goddamn it, when I do hit you up,
it should be unspoken.
It shouldn't be a fucking like, yo, that's it. I'm calling you now. Now I'm calling you. Now I need you.
Not what do you need, but
I need you now.
When do you need me?
And it shouldn't even be a question of, oh, but I don't want to hear no buts, because once I hit a but, you know what?
Thanks.
I'm gonna leave you where
Appreciate
you at, and I'm gonna keep you at arm's distance. I'm gonna wish you well, but you know what? We don't need to be. It
costs you this much to find out who this person is.
And 9 times out of 10, I don't even have to go that far, because I'm a good reader of people, thankfully. But you know, and like I said, energies don't lie. I'm a very big energies don't lie. When the energy is off and is wrong, and once I start feeling a certain way, I'm just like, and the majority of the time I'm right about a situation, and I hate it, but it's like, it is what it is.
Better to be right and prepared. At
the end of the day, I'm learning, and I've learned to just be as positive as you can possibly be, because the more positive you are, the more positive you attract. The more positive people will be around you, want to be around you, will gravitate towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's been my learning lesson for 2021. Honestly,
it keeps the grass short.
I always mow my lawn. I don't need no Mexicans.
I'm
on my lawn.
On that note, Mr. Blue, how are you sitting, sir? Empty. You know, you gotta.
No, he's not empty. He's empty.
Listen, I gotta put a bell around your hand and go ta-ta-ting. I'm gonna bring the whole thing.
I would have told you he was kicking my leg with the chancleta. He was kicking my leg.
You gotta reach over this right here. You gotta reach over this right here.
For a beer. I was like, dude, I ain't the one with the beard. Your man's is
and y'all keep it quiet about this. You know what? Keep talking.
Because I got my soda. I got my yak. I don't know about
now. Y'all need to discuss. Now y'all need to discuss while I'll reload us. You know. But all of that is an absolute fact, and I love that the real ones agree with me.
Yeah.
As I've been saying this for a while, and I've been alone. In my circle, anyway. Except one person.
It just has.
Yo, bro, you don't even need the mic.
you forgot you from Brooklyn. Brooklyn people don't need mic. They don't need to be equipped with microphones.
That shit turned up.
We don't need to be equipped with
Shout
microphones.
out to GodMode Studios. His equipment's on point.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yo, how you still, you see what I'm saying?
You're nuts.
Yo, he all the way in the freezer.
Listen, I can project, and now we're gonna reload the whole spiel here.
You sound like you was right there, bro.
My voice travels.
What is that?
Y'all got 3 microphones.
Raspberry. Oh God, what is wrong with you
This
people
is
drinking
twisted
raspberry?
tea.
Raspberry does such an odd flavor.
More for us.
I don't drink. Let me
To be
taste
honest,
it. Let me taste it. I
Yeah,
don't drink that shit.
I was gonna say, look, this one right here.
Well, how much alcohol?
Which one is that?
This is
How many percent? This is
5%.
headache.
5%.
Oh, y'all ready to get a head? Y'all want to get headaches? Okay.
No, this is
Team headache with
That one, yeah. You
No, we're not doing no free promo. We ain't getting paid for that
That
shit.
was like
Fuck that.
icy.
unofficial sponsor.
We don't do no free promos.
Oh no, they're always anything
Nah.
I drink is the unofficial
We
sponsor
don't,
to
we don't
GodMode
do free
podcast at all
promos.
times.
Fuck that shit. You gotta cut a check. Shit. Remember,
would love to
remember who was it? Nori, right? Nori, like 3 years ago. This mother flower, fucking. He had a fucking a bottle of fucking Pepsi on his live.
Check this out. This is how they cut people checks. They put their pictures of doing dumb shit on
Oh
their
nah,
fucking
I'm not
thing.
doing that.
I'm not doing that either.
No,
you
but
know,
Nori,
see, they
Nori, like about I want to say like maybe 3 years ago, he was just on live talking shit, and he happened to have a fucking Pepsi bottle right here on his live. You know these motherfuckers cut him a fucking check? What? Pepsi cut him a fucking check.
Yeah.
They cut him a check just for his fucking Pepsi being on live. Nah, fuck you, Pepsi, because I have y'all motherfuckers on my live forever.
JesBlaze,
And y'all motherfuckers ain't cut me a
JesBlaze
check. Fuck
official.
yeah. This is why I don't drink Pepsi.
I need to see her get a check.
Fuck that shit.
All right.
I think it's because I curse too much.
She was no.
They didn't cut me a check because I curse too much. I use the F bombs.
Hey, this is the interwebs. Listen,
My father says I have a trucker mouth.
listen, people.
And I don't curse in front of my parents.
I don't neither. Oh my
No,
god.
like I don't. My father caught me. I was driving and I had road rage, and you know when you have your phone in between your legs,
Shit.
and it butt dialed him, and I happened to be going off on a car in front of me. I'm like, you fucking motherfucker, you bitch ass nigga, fuck you! Like you don't want no fucking smoke. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck. Next thing you know, my phone starts vibrating like in between my legs, and I look and it's my father. I'm like, oh hey pa. He goes, your mouth. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you have a trucker mouth. Let me taste that. Let me taste that.
Blue was being official right there. That was official.
When it comes to equipment.
Yeah, we do, and I do this shit all the time. And you know what? You were the first one to really
This
like
tastes
be
like
official.
medicine. Why are y'all drink? This tastes like.
It tastes like it's not for you.
That tastes like.
All right, look, I didn't drink this one yet. Try this one
I
now.
don't
That's all I'm
want.
saying. She might
This
like
is
that.
this is iced
that was
tea,
raspberry,
half
that
iced
was.
tea, half lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't want to get a headache. I just smoke my weed.
just try
This is
this.
why I smoke weed, people, because they trying to get me drink foreign shit.
This is all my fault. I do this.
Oh my god, what do y'all drink? Why?
No, go
Just
ahead.
give me some Henny and call it a day.
All right.
No, actually, yo, you know I'm on. Yo, fuck Henny right about now. 2022, we on Jack.
Ooh,
We
be
on
careful
Jack.
with Jack.
Yo, we on
Be
Jack.
careful
Apple.
with Jack.
Jack is tasting, and I'm not a
Be
drinker.
careful who's saying fuck Henny. I'm about a bottle away from us getting sponsored. By
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
I
a
believe it when I
fact.
see it.
Between Henny,
I
Red
believe it
Bull,
when I see it.
Guinness, like,
No.
We have sponsor packages
it's like
starting.
What you just said.
Listen, hit the email. Hit the email. We're all available.
Yep.
We have packages available for everyone. We take money or free shit.
I just go for it, but what I
Listen.
plan on going for is gonna happen.
Listen, you know,
It's like you said when Pepsi popped up in the camera.
Yo,
Because
he
of
got
the
cut
money
a
that he
fucking
makes.
check. I think it was like over
Because of
50
his-
grand that they cut him. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like they cut him a fat ass
Because-
check just for having the shit on his stream. He was
Because
just
he's a
live.
brand.
I know that.
So that he got,
But
they're
I'm
like,
just
oh,
saying,
thank you.
because you know, on his live, he's gonna have immediate, expeditiously, he's gonna have over 1,000
Product placement.
people. No, 1,000 viewers on his live.
Right.
So they know that he's gonna accumulate people on his live because of who he is.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's why I was
That's
like,
a
But the fact that he just
We working on that stuff.
randomly happened even. It wasn't even like he planned it. Like he was even in shock because he said he was like, "Yo, Pepsi, good looking on that check."
That's dope.
Because he didn't even realize that shit. They just sent that shit right to his fucking man. Listen,
I was gonna say his team didn't have to like it.
1080
That's how
White Cove,
crazy.
Ridgewood. You heard, babe?
Goes to what we
You
was
heard,
speaking
babe?
about earlier.
Babe, I'm like 1080 White Cove. Ridgewood, New York, 11385, Suite 33B. Forward it to Blueprint or fucking NoFilterRadio, whichever one the check is getting cut.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the case and the cases of whatever you're gonna send, they go to that same address, please.
Yeah. But that's that goes to what we were talking about before the interview when I was like, never cut yourself short. Right. You don't know how much you should always, whatever you thought you was worth, think more than that, because somebody out there believes in that too. And look how the check came.
Right.
And he was already big
based on his strength
for years. And he still didn't think that. Like, sometimes you know what, that probably was a reality check for him.
They gave him that cake, so like, you know what? Drink some more Pepsi on our show.
Yo, bro,
on your show. You know,
bro,
just
you valid out here.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. What you did was correct. Yeah. This is the right product placement. Yeah. You know, but it's true. You know, look, this year was the first time I got sponsors. You guys sponsor me. This is the first time I uphold for stuff, and like I enjoy like my friends' businesses more than anything. Like it.
Oh, that beer was nasty. I still got that taste in my mouth. But it's the I would love to see that with our businesses. You know what I mean? That's what, like, the network supporting each other. Like, you guys sponsor my podcast. You know, so it's like, I love talking about y'all, and I love bringing y'all up right at the beginning of the episodes. You know what I mean? You guys drop my beats. They
fire beats.
Yo, just dropped this whole fucking thing off me. She's like, "Yo, we're playing your beats." I'm like, you know, like, as a producer, y'all already know I'm a little, you know, and I'm like, you know what? No, I gotta trust the process. Here's my whole life.
What's good, Sonny?
I walked up to Blue like, here, take this.
Promotion is everything, and when you have your best people around you that know you, that's how you get promoted better.
Well, it's believing in your friends' businesses.
Yeah.
You know, because people go support Pepsi, but if you started to make a soda, that's what I'd be drinking.
Yeah.
I'm making a soda. It's gonna be called Blaze Pop. It's gonna be mad generic. It's gonna be mad Caucasian type. Blaze Pop. Like, what is that?
Official
pop that goes blaze.
Official sponsor of the GodMode podcast, Blaze Pop.
Blaze Pop.
But the more people that do it, the more it gets done.
First of all, I keep
start going like, yo, Blaze, you know, I'm into supporting local business now. Look, let me holler at you for these, because I realize I've been putting money into these.
Exactly.
It's not coming back over
Listen,
here for us.
you know how many times I've offered people who have startup businesses, I've offered them like placements in my magazine, and I'm like, yo, all I need is some good pictures. And it's like, they're like, oh, all right. And then they never come through. And I'm like, I'm a one-shot deal in a certain sense. If I hit you up and I'm like, yo, Boris, I want to put you in my magazine, send me some pictures, I'm not going to hit you up again to remind you.
Facts.
I'm too busy to do that shit. I might even forget to hit you up to remind you. I already did my first rodeo with saying, yo,
you did everything already.
I'm already extending an offer to you
right there
that I would normally charge for. So I'm already losing bank by putting you in my shit.
But what people think is, as soon as you give something to somebody for free, and they don't appreciate it because it's free. Sometimes, like, I've learned this. Yeah. The only ones are like, you know, like nowadays, my circle is the circle, like, people, you know, not only my friends, but like the businesses I'll communicate with, right? The entities I'll communicate with are ones that would reciprocate. You know, if somebody, you know, if you like Jazz, what is that thing you make, that awesome drink that I still haven't gotten a bottle of? I want that. It's infused. When you come back, it's
I just almost ate your frame just now too. By the way, you should put a sign there.
At least I didn't see. At least I didn't see the curtains go ting 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 ting.
Like,
oh, that thing is heavy. Don't walk into that.
I almost made contact with it, like facial contact.
Oh Lord!
I already banged my head the other day. I mean, my face the other day with a freaking pot. No, it's crazy.
But I like the more like the more I find out that people make do like on a daily basis, for instance, do things that I can like make things that I consume, right? Like next year, I do want to plan like the shareholders at the Mopai Corporation have been sitting down and they want to do a whole clothing line. They want to do one for GodMode. They want to do one for the Mopai Corporation with the logos and all that stuff. They're going to incorporate and do all that good stuff. Right. And I'm like, how awesome that I already know a person who's going to do this. This is who I'm going to design this hoodie with. This is who I'm going to tell them I'm working with. And that's just the bottom line because we're already in-house. What I invest into your company is going to come back to me the same way that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
But I mean, like, that's how it should be, though. That's how I like to invest.
Put it like this. From 2018 till now, guess how many free shirts, hoodies, face masks, everything I gave, and guess how many went up?
But another thing, can I say something in regards to that too? This is in regards to his business, and this goes with my business too. That's annoying. It's one of the most annoying things in the freaking world for me. But if I or if he provides a service for you, you know,
right.
And you know, we all on social media. You know, whether you want to admit it or not, every day we go on social media. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, fucking Instagram, MySpace, whatever. We're on social media. Whether we're posting ourselves, a bullshit ass meme, a joke, a fighting video, we're on social media. The same way we carry our phones in our hands, because I can't remember the last time I seen a phone clip. In this day and age, our phones are in our hands. My point is that, and this goes with any business in general, but I'm particularly speaking about him and I, because that's what I care about.
Oh, let me stop you there. She's not talking about me, because I need an assistant. No, I can't get to all of my notifications and shit all day, every day. That's why
you have an assistant. You have a living at home assistant.
No, you on your social media. You on your shit. You on that. I don't want to stop your progress.
You're not starting my shit. Why you think I'm a multitasker? I run 8 Instagram pages.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm talking about
right now. Exactly. I run 8 Instagram
simultaneously.
Pages. Yes, simultaneously, and it's fucking annoying. Okay.
Yeah. But my point is,
so I don't want to hear nothing.
I quit. I'm going home.
But my point is, when it comes to social media, you have a better chance hitting me up directly.
No, my point that I'm trying to make, is that if someone provides a service for you, and you know, social media is now known as the #1 tool to promote, to get yourself out there, to get noticed, to get seen, to network, and so on and so forth. Right? Social media is where it's at. Aside from word of mouth, because word of mouth is the best promotion.
King.
So aside from word of mouth, you have social media. So my thing is, with us having social media in this day and age, and how easy it is to post on social media, if you get a service done, what is so hard? Like today, for example, this shirt that I have on right now. Shout out to Kawan. Shout out to DJ Kawan. He lives in Texas. He flew down to New York last week to attend my show to do media coverage.
Come up a little bit.
He gave me this shirt last Friday. I gave him a shirt as well, no filter shirt. But he gave me a shirt. Now, I could have wore this shit at home. I could have wore this shit as a pajama, whatever, you know? But just like I said today, I said, I need to take a picture with this shirt. I don't have to, but it's about showing appreciation.
Right.
It's about showing, you know what? This shirt costs. He I don't know exactly, I don't want to quote it, but he might be selling this shirt for $25. Who knows?
Right.
But that's $25 that he's not getting in his pocket because he simply wanted to give it to me for love.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And regardless whether I reciprocated that with a shirt in return to continue that love and that support, because again, all it takes is a fucking post. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I took a picture. That's what I was doing before we started.
Right.
I took a picture and I posted it simply saying, thank you.
And now you're shouting them out on a podcast and you're wearing the shirt live.
Thank you goes such a... I tell people all the time, like, I don't need you to do a whole fucking book report of a post. If you tell me personally thank you, that's enough for me. You don't got to tell the world. As long as you acknowledge me and tell me you'll just thank you, that's enough for me. I don't need you to go ham on a post. I don't need to go ham doing this. But at the end of the day, when it comes to services like this, where you know that just like upcoming artists, we are upcoming brands.
Right. Absolutely right.
We are upcoming brands trying to be
the next ones.
trying to be the brand that you don't have to go to fucking Kmart. You don't gotta go to Gucci. You don't gotta go to Polo. You come here because you're gonna get the same material, the same quality, if not better.
Right. Because we wouldn't wear it
so
otherwise.
Again, so the way you supporting these other motherfuckers that don't give 10 shits about you or whatever, support the ones that are really there, that are gonna support you in return. Post. Like, what is so hard? People post so much bullshit, and it's like they'll fucking get an order from him with 10 fucking shirts or 20 shirts, and I'm just waiting to see if he gets tagged with one of them fucking shirts that one of these people are wearing. And I'm like, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. Like, and y'all motherfuckers is taking fucking pictures, because y'all putting fucking pictures up after y'all done ordered from him.
That was gonna be my thing with this. It's not for me.
The fuck?
No reciprocation, like you said.
And again, it's not only for his brand. I don't mean to cut you off, baby. It's not only because of his. It's not just his brand. I mean it in the sense of radio. I have artists that come and they want to perform in my show. I take the time out to not only get your shitty ass picture, because 90% of the time you're giving me a shitty ass picture, where I have to edit the shit to try to make it look like a decent picture. Right. So now I'm editing a photo, which takes time. Of course. Now I'm making a personal flyer for you, which takes time. No matter if it takes me 2.5 seconds.
There's an hour. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let's average it 10 hours and a half.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter if it takes me 10 seconds or 10 hours.
It's time spent.
It's time spent that I'm taking out to make you look good on my platform. And you mean to tell me you ain't gonna post a flyer with a show that you're performing at, or a show that you're gonna cover, or a show that you're gonna DJ at? Right. And I got your name plastered all over that shit, and I got your logo plastered all over that shit, and you can't even do the return and sharing my flyer, because this is my event that you're gonna be attending, that you're gonna wind up gaining fucking network from, right? And who knows what else you're gonna fucking gain from being at my event, right? And you can't take 2 seconds to just post a fucking flyer. It's not that I have no patience. I don't deal with it. I wash my hands of it, and I'm like, all right, next.
Some people have no etiquette.
Because again, that's a key word. And again, that's why it's so easy for me to dismiss people. Because I'm like, all right, if you ain't gonna do it, the next person. Well, you don't do, the next person gonna do. Plain and simple. And they're gonna do it better. Right.
Because they're gonna want
Plain
to.
And simple.
They're gonna want to. They're gonna want to respect your brand. They're gonna want to be part of a group of brands. That's another thing. There's exclusivity to being friends with somebody who has a brand. That's knowledge, for instance. You know, you could be having a beer and somebody be like, listen, man, I'm having a problem with, like, I don't know, this, with it. And the guy could tell you, look, man, you just call this guy and you can get around this whole thing. That kind of stuff. That's,
Okay.
That whole thing is priceless. Yeah. And the only way you get in, you know, like I always said, and, you know, when the Mopai Corporation was formed, our motto is to get a piece of the pie, you have to bring a piece to the pie. After you bring a piece to the pie, the whole pie is open to you. Because we know that you're bringing something tangibly going, you know what, this is what I could bring.
Bring me dessert, because I got the whole fucking table, entree, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I got all that shit. And I say it confidently because, again, I know what I could provide. It's not about tooting my own horn. It's not about bragging. It's about just me confidently knowing what I could provide as an individual and as a brand.
Can do or
I know what I can do. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't. I don't make promises to nobody. Whenever artists ask me they want me to manage them, I'm like, first thing they say is, how much you want? How much do I have to pay you? And I'm like, yo, first of all, you already got the game fucked up, because I don't want your money, and you should not be paying a manager to manage you. Right. If anything, you're giving me money, boom, we're gonna put that shit aside, and that shit gonna go towards your interviews, your photo shoots, your video shoots, fucking merch. If you decide you want to get into merch and whatnot, that's where that money. Buy me a fucking taco, but that's where your money. That's where that money goes.
Grant you, your services cannot go free either.
No, but as a manager, an artist is not supposed to pay a manager a dime. A dime. You make money. You make money. You make money when the artist makes money.
They're not supposed to pay.
You're not paying me no hourly rate.
A manager's supposed to look at an artist as an investment.
Right. You're my investment. That's why you have to be that important for me to invest my time in you, because my time is valuable. My time is booked day in and day out. I have shit that I have to do.
Right.
I have priorities. Aside from my family being my number one priority, it comes my family and my businesses.
But do agree that when the fruits, the projects start bearing fruit, there's a percentage that belongs to you.
Oh, of course, no, definitely. That's where the contracts come in. You know, that's where the contract comes in, and technically, you know, a manager should be taking 15%, 10 to 15% of the earnings. You know what I mean?
Both of y'all, because what you're talking about is the people that's out there scamming artists, thinking that they got to get paid now for their services. No,
you know how many? Yeah, you know how many artists I've heard that they've given managers $200, $300, $400, and I'm like, what did you get in return?
Yo,
what was your back end?
Y'all both invest in time and money. The manager's investing money on his part. The artist is investing money on his investment. So basically, if you want to perform at a show, you got to pay for that. If you want to pay for studio time, you got to pay for that. All these things, and both of these things are coming together because the manager is managing the other part.
Like I said, you have to be.
When the contracts and the deals come, that's where the percentages come out.
You gotta be worth it.
You know, like.
You gotta be worth it because, like I said, the connections that I have, I can make things happen. I can connect you to parties that can help you
elevate
in ways that I can't help you.
Right. But
I can arrange that conversation. Right. I can arrange that meeting.
But that's the most important thing.
But I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. I've done it before, and it's made in return. They made me look bad, and I'm like, and then my people that I'm bringing them to, they're like, yo, Blaze, and I'm like, and I'm looking at them like.
Sorry.
I'm like, yo, my bad. And thankfully, because they fuck with me so much and because they respect me, they're like, yo, you know what? It ain't even you. You can't control what another man does. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it still sucks. Because here, I believed in you. Right. And I'm like, yo, let's do this. Right. Because once I believe in somebody, yo, I'm ready to take off with you. Right. Let's go. I'm ready to put all my shit on the fucking table. Right. Ready to take you off. I had a group that I was managing, and I had them ready to. I got them a free slot to open up for Fred the Godson before he passed away. May he rest in peace. Okay,
R.I.P.
A free fucking slot to perform in front of Fred the Godson.
Wow.
No face, no show, no call, no text, no nothing. Okay.
Fuckery.
But I get a call from the people that I connected them with, like, yo, Blaze, what happened to your act though? What happened to your group though? So I look crazy.
They never showed.
No call, no show, no text, no nothing, no email, no fucking Morse code signal, no smoke signal, no nothing. And this is why I am the way I am now, because again, I'm not dropping my name to important individuals that I know that can help you with your brand. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not putting my neck out there. I'm gonna save these fucking people. Right. I'm gonna save them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save them for my own personal use.
Right.
I got so many good people in my back pocket that I can just, yo, boom, you can help me out with this, yo, you can help me out, and they'll do it happily.
Yeah, because they know you're gonna come through and be diligent.
But yo, when I tell you I got that shit so tucked away, because again, I'm not gonna use that, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna go as hard as I possibly can. But my pride is too big to ask anybody for a fucking dollar. I ask you for $1. I know you give me $5. But my pride will not allow me to. I don't ask people for shit. I don't like asking people for nothing. I don't like asking for favors. I don't like asking for shit. I'd rather do it myself. And if I gotta struggle, fuck, I'm gonna struggle and I'm gonna do it myself. Right. And if I fuck up, if I stumble, what if it takes me longer? Fuck it, but I'm gonna do that shit myself.
But see, if you got real ones, they just gonna lift you without asking.
No, most definitely.
I want to get to what I was trying to say before about the giving out the shirts and stuff, because all of this applies to that. Because it's like, for doing it for a couple of years and still not seeing the people that you doing free stuff for not reciprocate and not do. I'm like, you know what? It's not about me. Forget about the me. If you're not trying to see me win or whatever, I'm not doing this for me. All the business I'm doing is for the future. Right. Cause I'm putting all this work in. When do I get to see it? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so that means that you like fuck the brand, because now everybody got to still fuck with Walmart and Vistaprint and this and that and all this. And I'm like, yo, so then this is why our community stay the way it is. So if I'm investing money and time to show y'all, like, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring something to the community, bring more work, bring something where we can invest in ourselves and our brand to grow. Because now this printing company is going to be there for all of your businesses, all of your brands. But you don't want to at least put it out there. So at least if you're not ready for it right now, somebody else could be ready for it.
If you're not financially ready to partner with somebody,
so how do we grow?
Don't talk.
Not even like you want to put up. Like, a lot of people will put up nonsense. They'll put up black on black violence. They'll put on politics. They'll put on what social media is putting, but they won't be like, yo, this dude in my hood right now, yo, go check out da 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 da. Or yo, this dude in my studio right now, da 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 da.
Right. Yo, you know how many times I'll be on like, let's say either Facebook or Instagram, and I'll see a post talking about, oh, looking for this or looking for that, or do you know anybody that does this and does that? And I suck at names. I say this all the time. I'm horrible with names.
I am too.
But there's times where, like, in these situations that I'll be like, boom, I know somebody. Tag them, boom.
Yep.
Nothing else. I don't have to just boom, tag them. And they'll see the tag, and whether they comment on that post or they'll hit me up on the sideline like, yo, Blaze,
you thought about
good looking, man. Like, good looking for that tag, yo. I appreciate it. And I do that shit all the time because and he says it all the time too, if I can't provide the service for you and I know somebody that can, I'm gonna pass that over to that person because there ain't no hate in my blood. It's too much money in this world for motherfuckers to be fucking selfish or think selfishly or think like, oh, I can get to the back, but not you. Nah, there's too much bread out here.
Thanks.
And there's too much bread now as being self-employed. Like, fuck the fucking the white man, fuck the man himself or whatever. I'm not trying to pull a race card, but fuck the man and having to work for him when you know, if you know your value and you know that you could produce something and be your own business, the money is there. You got people that invent the most stupidest things in the freaking world. What's that freaking toy that I showed you the other day on Dollar Tree? It was a fucking corn man.
Mm-hmm. I have
a man in the middle of a corn on a cob, and it's a toy. Mm-hmm. And although it's $1, guess what? It's in the fucking stores. Yeah. It's in Dollar Tree. Listen. And kids are like intrigued by this retarded ass toy. But guess what? They're making money.
I have a customer.
They're making money.
I have a customer who's a normal person. You know, you look at him, and to exactly what you're saying, the guy made a hook. Mm-hmm. I swear to you.
It gives you that, why the fuck did I think about that shit? Yeah.
It's a little hook that you put somewhere here that, don't quote me, but I think it could hold tools or something on your belt somehow. Mm-hmm. Okay? And it was bought by the Snap-on Corporation.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. All it takes is for somebody, a corporation, to pick it up, and you get money.
Well, it's the same.
That's why it's like
it's the same thing in the instrument, like in the beats thing. You know, I firmly believe people are like, yo, you know, you do this and you do that, and I'm like, I always say, you know, you're not doing what's trending. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. I go, well, it only takes one. Mm-hmm. But my whole thing is, right, if it takes one, I have to be able to reproduce that. That's what people say, yo, make trap beats, make drill. I'm like, I can, right? But I don't want to.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? I could.
The problem is New York is too caught up on fucking trap beats, and it's
you know what?
But it's not even like.
I know you would appreciate this comment. I'm tired of us beating up the beats. It's the lyrics fucking up the beats.
No, the beats are always going to be popping.
The beats is what get people attracted to the black artists.
I'm good with just the instrumental. Like, keep the beats out of it. Yeah. Just give me the instrumental. I'll freestyle off that shit.
I will interject a little bit and say that producers need to broaden their genre a little, broaden a little bit in the genre, because you have your turn up, then you have your storytelling, then you have your R&B. Where's the R&B? You know what I mean? Where did that go? You know, and
there's no more love songs,
right?
Why.
You have all these.
It's all about bitches and popping pussy and popping pills and popping ass and popping this and popping
all these
that,
subgenres have now been brought into this, and it's all a club setting. It's a turn up.
But the real truth behind that, in all honesty, is that the conscious music is out there. The good music is out there. There's a ton of it. There's so much of it is just like unbelievable.
Yes.
But once again, the man will not allow it, because the man prefers and is pushing
to make money.
Negativity. They rather black people, Hispanic people, to rap about killing and drugs and the slums. When again, you have artists, conscious artists, who are speaking about positive shit and about how they turn their life around. Like looking back in the 80s and the 90s, it was hip hop was about positive shit.
Right. That's how it started.
Self-destruction and the fucking all these fucking songs that was so powerful and uplifting, and it's like it just made a turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying?
It changed with the times. Hip hop to me always like,
because minds have been so accustomed to be manipulated. That's number one. Number two, people aren't strong-minded enough to think for themselves. They rather say, oh, Boris is thinking about that, I'm gonna think about that. Blue's thinking about that, I'm gonna think about that, as opposed to just
what do I think?
Thinking about for themselves and what's right for themselves. Right. And just being your own. Stop dick riding, stop clout chasing, stop following. Be who you are, because can't nobody else be who you are but you. You're gonna always have copycats, and that's bravo.
Drink to that.
Kudos to the fucking copycats, because copycats are just letting you know that you're doing something fucking well.
Come here, mama, drink to that.
You know what I'm saying?
I will drink to that truth you talking.
But yes, be your fucking self, yo, because people gonna hate it or love it. I got so many people that love to hate me. They want to love me, but they hate me so much because of how real I am and how I speak, and all they want to talk about is the delivery and how I deliver shit. And I'm like, no, I'm just direct, and I'm straight to the point, and I'm straightforward, and I'm not about the bullshit. And I'm gonna let you know what it is and take it for what it is, because like I said, as long as I'm not disrespecting your mama, right, I'm not fucking with your money, I'm not fucking with your livelihood or your family, I'm free to say whatever the fuck I want. And that nasty shit. So y'all don't see what's going on, but they trading off nasty ass cans of headache beer. We ain't even gonna call that. What is it? Twisted?
Unofficial sponsor.
Y'all ain't even gonna get twisted. That's Twisted such a tea. That's a lie.
To be honest, this shit creeps up on you so hard because it does not. It's not carbonated. It
creeps up on you. Give you so you go from headache to migraine. Got you.
When I stand up off of this shit, like
I know, because you get us dizzy stuff, like, because that's that 5% that's like, ooh, you're not drunk, ooh, you're drunk, ooh, you're not drunk, ooh, you're drunk.
The seltzer is worse. Sorry, my unofficial sponsors, White Claws, and doing what y'all doing, you're good, but they came out with one, because I used to drink the little 4.7%. But the thing is, it's...
I'll drink a 4 Loko before I drink that shit.
Don't remind me of those good old days.
I don't even like 4 Loko. That shit is like cracking. That shit is cracking a can. Yo, let me tell you, one time I drank a 4 Loko when it first came out, and I got nervous.
That's when I had an energy drink.
Yo, my fucking nerves was shot. I was like jittering, and I was like, am I supposed to feel this way? Yo, I'm like, why? I felt like I popped a stacker.
Oh my God, I remember those too.
Yo, I used to my brother was a stacker popper.
So was I.
So I was like younger, and I was like, I always wanted to be like my brother, right? But I was like a teenager, so he was like, he would pop stackers because he worked overnight shift.
Yo, so did I.
Yeah, he would work overnight.
This is my FedEx, bro. This is loading trucks at FedEx.
Yeah, he worked overnight, so to keep his ass up, he would take a stacker. Yep. So one day he's like, yo, you want a stacker? It was, the drink and shit.
That's when it had ephedra in it back in the day.
Yes. Yes. That shit had me with a fucking mini panic attack. And I drank that shit, and I called my brother in a panic. I'm like, what the fuck did you give me, bro?
I'm like,
I told him, I said, yo, are you silently trying to kill me? Like, what the hell did you, what's in it? That was my first time drinking. I'm like, what is in this shit? Like, yo, I'm like, I feel like I'm tweaking right now. Like, I was on a high for like a couple of hours. Like, you would have thought I took a line or some shit like that.
In 4 hours. In 4 hours.
And then you cancel out. Yeah, like you just straight cancel out, which is so whack, because you're like you're geeking up to cancel out. It's like, okay,
2 pills. When back in the day when I worked at shout out to the Charlotte hub, I love y'all forever. 4 hours. In 4 hours, I would load off of 2 of those stackers with the ephedra. I would load a 53-foot trailer. Don't like this, straight front to back, and then I'd go help with another trailer. They'd throw me into the 53-foot trailer because no one wanted to do it because it was so large. I'd be like, "Yo, give me that shit, give me that shit, give me that shit." My muscle was like this.
I actually miss those days, man. You don't need a gym.
Yo. Oh my God, my FedEx days. That place, I gotta tell you, I can't disclose everything we did in FedEx.
Oh yeah, like you can't. to be like the TikToks now.
I can't say that something did not go over the fence here and there. You know what I mean?
We're having a party under the table here.
Mm-hmm.
Having a little footsie party.
There's a party.
Why you keep moving your toes away from? I want to rub my toes on you, boo. This is sexy. Like nobody has to know what we're doing under here.
They'll never know.
We're doing something under the table for real.
They'll never know.
We're doing so there's a fight today.
Who's fighting?
Oh, Kyle said he's not coming through because he's high as fuck. Shout out to Kyle.
No.
He said he's high. No, he texted me. He said he's high as fuck. Cha.
Listen.
He said he's high as fuck. And he's about to watch the fight. I forgot there was a fight tonight.
No, you see, that's the real reason. Okay, Kyle, you and me, we're gonna talk. Don't worry.
No, Kyle can't function when he's high.
Listen. The Reverend is the Reverend. I already told him he's got to come do his own episode because I got to talk about gambling.
Oh yeah.
I gotta pick this man's head because he's a professional, like with that kind of thing, and he weighs odds, and it's very interesting. I've always wanted to talk to somebody.
I'll bring the deck with him.
Yeah, bro. Like I want to see how he would scrape.
He was mad when I pulled out the deck at Bike Night and said we playing spades. He was like, "No, poker." I said, "No, spades."
I was like, "We gotta bring two."
He's like, "We're not playing poker." I said, "No." I said, "Nobody plays poker here."
Well, you heard it here. I wanted an extra deck for you, bro.
Yeah.
He want to play poker.
Listen, I got 3 decks right out there.
He needs to bring his own deck then.
I have 3 of them right there, so we're good. We're good. You know, but yeah. Listen, Reverend Cha is a wonderful human being.
The game.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I'm on there.
Listen, we got to tell him to turn on the podcast. We're gonna talk about him now. Nah, Reverend Cha, man, that's a beautiful human being. There's not a lot of them around, and when you find one, like it's cool.
Yeah.
ESPN Plus.
Oh, he's got that good shit. Listen.
He got that above prime shit.
Yo, that boy's got 6 screens like this, and he's just sitting in a robe type shit with a cigar. Like, I'm betting on screen 3 now. He's gonna drop the ball on screen 4. Dunk. Like, yo, he's Lex Luthor right there. I'm telling you.
I respect it.
Yeah.
My grandmother, she was into the casino life and stuff like that. So I my bad.
Pull that bitch with you, yeah.
I got in chill mode. Like,
yeah. Like, how we doing? Everything good? All right. I'm gonna pass by them. Like,
nah, but I definitely respect it though. Like when you nice with it, you nice with it.
Yep. What's his passion?
When you nice with it is when you still got your house.
And
any gambler on both sides of the spectrum know what I mean.
Yo, he still got bikes. He's still got. Yo, he's in good shape. He's in good shape right now.
For real.
But nah.
That's the part of it where you know you got a problem.
But
when your house is going, you know you got a problem.
Some people won't even admit that though. It's got to be a third person. Like, dude, where'd your couch go? Why is it just 2 folding chairs, dog? What happened?
After the landlord, the bank, or whoever you mortgage it, that's it for me. Like, yo, maybe I need to reverse it.
I can't. To be truthful, I've sucked at gambling. I've never won a damn thing. I've tried. There's been a kick. We have one guy at the job, a friend of the boss's. I swear to you, this is the luckiest man on scratch offs. He makes it look so easy.
Oh, yeah.
He makes it look so easy, and he plays that win for life shit.
I did talk about that
right.
today. Like,
and he got me hooked, but I did it a different way. What I did was I knew I was gonna lose, right? So I bought hope. Now, let me tell you how.
He said I knew I was gonna lose, so I brought hope. I was like, I'm thinking it's a whole person. I'm like, oh wait, hope. I'm like, hope.
Yeah.
I'm like, that hope.
Hope Bettingfield. She's in my closet. No, but what I did was, because he would buy them, he'd come and he'd win like $50 here, $100 here, you know. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. And what I would do is, like, you know, you get tips here and there. I would buy tickets with the scratch offs with the tips, but I wouldn't scratch them. I would leave them at home until I got like 30 of them. And the way I would look at it is like, okay, right, it's $300 at the end of the day when you look at it. But if you don't play, you won't win. All of these are theoretically free. This is off of my customers' happiness with my performance. It did not come out of my pocket. Now, grant you, okay, I couldn't buy an extra beer or an extra pack of cigarettes, but those things are consumable. They can't bring me anything. This is almost an investment.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, I come out a little bit in the red, but not enough to say, like, fuck this shit. But I had to stop because it's like, unless you're just not going to scratch them at all, but they're only good for a year. So, like, if I do it next year, I'll just keep buying them and wait. I'll wait for the year, and then I'll just scratch them all off. And that's what I mean by buying hope. Because to me, just the thought that there could be something in my house that is literally going to change the way I think tomorrow.
Use a different hope. Because I've seen my mother and my grandmother just keep winning with scratch-offs, casino, all that shit. They brought me to the casino, and I paid for my own prom shit. Because I learned, and I gambled, and I won, and I felt like my mother and them knew.
Right.
And it was like, yo, when you win, let me know, because I'll cash it. All right. I'm like the tallest one in the casino. Ain't nobody looking at my age.
Yeah.
So I just started winning. I'm like a couple of $100, this, that, all that. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, you know what I mean?
Awesome.
But it's all on probability, timing, and stuff like that.
Right.
So maybe switch your tip money instead of buying them little by little, save it up and buy a bunch at a time. Because what I learned is throughout those stacks, there's a bunch of winners. So if you buy a certain section, like, you know what I mean?
You know,
like, I'll be seeing them, the old people going in, they don't stop. They buy a whole bunch of them.
Right,
and then they come out with money. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Yes and no. And you know what that same guy, Paulie, shout outs to Paulie, what he told me is, he goes, if I go there, I buy one ticket at the store. I'm going to go across the street and buy the next ticket. And then I'm not going to buy from this place for 2 days. The same guy that wins, essentially, every time I see him.
Yeah.
At least $10, at least from 2 to 100 every time I see him. And he just comes in to say hi to my boss, their friends. And I was like, yo, where'd you get one today? He goes, I got one across the street. You can go buy one over there. Just don't buy more than one. Like, he's got his strategy. He knows which stores he's going to hit and the probabilities of these stores hitting. And I was like, yo, like you said,
a lot of the stores are the winners.
Like you said, I'm just going to buy 5 or 6 of them. He goes, no, don't do that. Buy one here, buy one across the street. Wait till tomorrow because you have the money. Come back and buy one across the street again and buy one here. And yo, when I came out just a little, and we're talking $300 worth of these scratch offs, it's very easy to come out in the red. Like, you may weigh in 50 or $100 off of that. I came out at like 250, 260. And I was like, whoa, man, that's, for a first timer, just listening to advice.
Yeah, but there's so many different techniques out there. I know people that go to Connecticut or Jersey and come back.
There's professional gamblers that do that.
They used to do that with the jackpots. They used to have somebody round up and go all the way out to Jersey just to play the numbers.
Yeah, it's so many formulas, and I used to watch this shit like, yo, that's why I don't play unless I'm about to do the formula.
Right.
I gotta pick a point. I can't just do it randomly because
I need inside trader info if I'm playing, dude.
Because I be watching them and they be winning. Everyone got a different formula, but
they're winning. Right. And I've seen people suffer at not winning. And it's crazy, especially like the hardest one that I've seen is the sports betting. There was a friend of mine who would bet the sports and like you put your kind of fantasy teams together. Like for me, like sports is French music, but it's like, you pick the best.
Fantasy football.
Yeah,
like Fabio always did that. My best friend used to always do it, and this dude used to always come out banking hard.
He would win.
Oh, all the time. He used to be the one that would kick it off. Like he was in charge of the whole thing. But he was a very everything he did was
astute legit. Research.
Everything was legit. Like he's not no funny style type of dude. Everything
but even legit, it's very hard to win because you have to choose the right players, the right time.
He's had more wins than losses, and I was surprised. Sometimes I was there for his wins, but he'd be like, "Yo, Jess, I just cashed out on $400," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" He said, "Yeah, just over this box," and I'm like, "A box?" He said, "Yeah, because I picked this box right here and I won." I said, "The fuck?" Right. So let me pick a box.
Right. Yeah, we pick a box and it's like $2, please. Fuck out of here. Thanks. You have a good day. Scan the ticket.
It's like when we do the family stuff. I was joining on that, but like I never got to do that part.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. You know that, right? Yeah. February Super Bowl. Yeah. We take Super Bowl in my family.
It's a serious thing.
It's a very serious thing.
That.
Like it's comp, it's bets.
Who am I gonna be a fan of?
I don't know. I don't even know who's playing.
Okay.
I don't even know who's playing.
Me at that time, it's usually that day.
But
too.
just
I'm
know
like,
that we having Super Bowl at my father's house, so you're more than welcome to come.
Done deal. I'll be there.
Because it's gonna be intense. So you gotta come.
Listen.
Every man for themselves. Like ain't no. Even if we room for the same teams, every man for fucking selves.
She say that now, but if I win, she like, yeah.
I want half the earning. You fucking right. You goddamn right. I want half the earning. You fucking right. As your legal wife, I am entitled to half the earning.
Do you want to sleep? You want to sleep?
Yeah, I got
you want to sleep well, don't you? You want to sleep well, don't you?
No, he just won't eat. He just won't eat. That's all.
Who you gonna be sleeping?
Football we eating.
Thanks. Thanks to the word.
You speaking my language. He knows the way to my heart is food. They say, you know how they say the way. You know how they say.
I'm not eating, but I still said we.
No, but you know how they say the way to a man's heart.
New French, eh?
They say the way to a man's heart is through food, right?
Right.
It's through his belly. I mean, right?
Right.
That's the way to my heart. He knows that.
See?
Just feed me. Just ooh. Don't threaten me with a good time at the taco, baby. Don't do that.
That's a fact.
Yo, do they? Wait, hold on. Do they?
He didn't give me the taco.
Do they sell pixie sticks out here? We need to
that store
go.
we was at right there.
We need to go. I've been like what's that word? I can't even think of the word.
Here, we'll do a visual.
What's that word when you've been lacking on? Yeah, I've been not detoxing. I've been relapsing.
Yeah.
Because I have not had a sugar hit, and I need a sugar hit bad. No, it's bad. Like,
I've seen y'all last time.
No, it's me. It's not them. It's me. I'm the influencer.
You're sharing drugs. Oh, you're sharing drugs.
I'm the one passing the sticks. I'm the stick passer.
Because I see them. They're like, they turn around and they're
because
like,
of me. I'm like, you want sugar? They be like, sugar. I'm like, eat the sugar, goddammit.
Don't worry, her intervention is coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with more sugar. Just have more sugar there to get me to stop.
Jess, we all love you.
Listen, I need
We all love you.
If you guys love me, Christmas is coming. Go on Amazon and please just order me some pixie sticks, please. That's all I want, some pixie sticks.
She gonna show up. I thought this was a 5 o'clock Pixie Stick special.
It's like this evening on Intervention.
Yeah, it was sold out because of her.
JesBlaze.
I need pixie sticks. Yo, you know what it is? Because I go through these really weird binging moments where I binge on really, really weird things. Like right now I'm binging on bagel. Like right now I want a bagel and cream cheese and sesame in particular.
I've heard this before. Do you do lox and cream cheese?
Who?
You put lox and cream cheese?
Locks, like dreadlocks?
Something like that.
What's locks?
Wait.
Fishies. Salmon.
Oh, you do
lox and cream cheese. Lox and cream cheese. Oh my god.
What's locks?
It's salmon sliced.
Sliced salmon with cream.
You don't know. Please don't judge it. Don't judge it.
Cream cheese and salmon.
Do not judge it.
No,
Do not.
I'm a chef. Cream cheese. Chef Ramsay would roll. He would be so
lox
upset.
and cream cheese is this shit.
Maybe in Russia.
No, in Brooklyn.
You know what? When she
then that's some hood shit.
When she introduced bacon and cream cheese,
trust me. Oh my goodness, I will bring that to you.
You know, bacon and cream cheese is the truth, babe.
See.
Don't be reneging.
Oh, I'm not reneging. I'm saying that we gotta think about it the same way.
Anyone who knows JesBlaze,
I love salmon.
Bring her a lox and cream cheese bagel, please.
No, I just want a bagel with cream cheese and a pack of pixie sticks on the side.
You just want pixie
with a bagel and cream cheese. I just want a bagel and cream cheese.
She be trying to get me. Oh, why don't you get cream cheese and jelly? I'm like, cause I only want jelly.
I'm like, but get some cream cheese though. It'll be better. He's like, no. I'm like,
cause I already did before, so I don't want it.
She's like,
he don't want to join the fun. That's cool. But I need to. I when I go home. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my son.
We're gonna find pixie sticks on the way. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
We sure are. That's the mission. That's the goal.
I have a few. I'm telling you, my triangle place where they sell that kind of weird shit in there.
That's the actual bodega.
Yeah, I came
That's what you need. Them like
those are my guys.
Hole in the wall. You need a hole in the wall bodegas that got the pixie sticks. That's
Look, they have twisted tea in little cans. Who's got that?
I know headache.
I've never seen.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get on y'all niggas. It's headache beer. Fuck that. Cause y'all some hard ass drinkers. So to see, it's like y'all drinking fruit punch right now.
We ain't thirsty though.
I'll drink to that. I'm a little parched.
No, I'm just saying it's like drinking a freaking Arizona right now.
It is.
Yeah, that is.
This is an alcoholic Arizona at the end of the day. And on a cold day, you can chug this son of a bitch.
Jesus.
Hate you.
Oh my god. No, look, not everyone's taste buds work on that shit. That's just what it is. You can't hate somebody. I never hated somebody for not liking something because me, I'm a Hoover. I will eat everything. There's very few things I will not eat.
Honestly, you put me on to the seltzer beer, and I don't even drink seltzer water. Ugh. I was just like, oh shit, it tastes better as a beer.
Listen, next time Jamie is here, next time JesBlaze is in town, I'm gonna ask him to go IPA shopping for you. This guy does on his home. Shout out to Daddy's Home Podcast, JesBlaze. He does beer reviews on that beer app that they have, and he is like, I'm talking legit with his. Because before this podcast, me and JesBlaze actually had a podcast. Please don't look it up. It's there, but don't look it up. It's called oh my god, Live Just Because. And we would sit there at my kitchen.
Kind of like a show about night, like Seinfeld.
That shit sound dope. Live Just Because.
Just because. And it's basically like almost a model for what we're doing right now.
Because Facebook is like, what's on my mind? You gotta post what's on my mind.
Right.
Like, so you live just because.
Exactly. Because we felt like going live, and we sat around my kitchen table with his iPhone, and we recorded this thing, and we would rate beers and review beers and stuff and talk shit. And here I am with a podcast now, like, of holy shit proportions to me now, you know what I mean? I understand that we're still on the level of fucking pure amateur, but like, this thing is so cool to me. And we got to go up there. I got to get you guys up there in the summer. We're going to take a ride up there. I'd love the whole club to come up, because riding around Lake Wallenpopack is some crazy shit. I know I was talking shit about it the whole year, but next year, please tell me when y'all are ready, because we could do this in one day. Like, that's how cool it would be.
Oh yeah, we get into it.
And JesBlaze built a studio for his brother, Ty Guy to God. I wanted the kid to come down here because he's really got good stuff, and that's his brother, and he built the studio there. And Jamie has a Jamie. You know what I mean? What is it, Mike Tech or something like that. I'm sorry. You know I love you. You know I do. When I come up do the show, you can slap me, I promise. And he hates that name too. But he built a whole studio out of a little barn, and I mean nicely. And they bought an Akai MPC, like they set up a bar. There were 4 different cameras recording us, and 2 iPhones with the lights and everything. So he's really gearing up to be a broadcaster for the long haul, and he doesn't even call it a podcast. He calls it a showcast. I was like, dude, that's the coolest shit, because we started together. I'm like, dude, why didn't I think of that? He goes, yo, you can just call your shit a showcast. I'm like, damn, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? I want, because you trend set it. I don't want to.
I respect it.
I want you to come up with that name now, you know, 'cause I don't see nobody saying no damn showcast. No, it's a showcast. You know, because he realized, he goes, podcast is something you listen to. You could see my shit. I'm like, yo, no one thought about this. You know what I mean? But
that's what's up.
You know, and we started.
Well, showcasting is more so for acting, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there's actually a word closer, but that's more so in the acting.
What would an actual, like, by the book showcast entail? Like, what would it be? Like acting, meaning like
like auditioning and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
for auditioning purposes. Yeah,
it's called a showcast.
Showcasting.
No shit.
You're casting for a show. Showcasting.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Yeah.
Say less. Yeah, you're right. Breeze, are you listening to this?
I mean, I hate to bust this bubble, but I'm just. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
No. Well, in the context that he's rolling.
No, right. He's in a different. He's in a different entity. But the word is not created by him. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm like, it's a word that's already been out.
Yeah, he's bringing different context to it with what he's doing. Absolutely right. But that's cool.
The word derived. That's the proper way. The word derived from movie. From
casting.
From movie.
Auditioning. Yeah. That's cool.
It's like Blueprint. For me, I just use my first 3 letters of my name.
Right.
Don't have the E, but I'm not actually building an architect, but I'm helping use a printing business to build brands and businesses. So it's like it's used for a different way.
The name has a deeper meaning.
Yeah, when you look at it, you're not looking for a blueprint now.
Right.
Yeah, so it's dope. It's different. Yeah. That's like a tag name, a show name.
And like I said, I'm so proud of him that, like, because we came up together. We used to. The way I met this kid was the craziest shit, because he was one of my only friends that I retained from my Pennsylvania years. and I did a lot of things there. I started my music career there. He was the one that not only we were friends with there, we were friends here, and we're still like he turned into one of my best friends. It's amazing, you know what I mean? And now the guy's got his own thing, and I'm so proud. I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, send me your logo. Don't make me go on the internet and start snatching your logo off of things so I can put it as a sponsor, because I want to shout you out every time, you know, because we started doing this shit together. And we both now have our own thing, and you know, and it's amazing. You know, I just did it. Like I did his first, his debut episode when he still had the extension cord running into the barn to power everything. You know, but that was the maiden voyage, man. You know, he made me rap Dr. Seuss. I was like, I'm not rapping Dr. Seuss, dog. He goes, no, here's a book. You're rapping Dr. Seuss now. I'm like, turn the cameras off. We're not doing this. Because he's got a whole thing of IPAs there, and you know, like I just got off the road 2.5 hours in PA. I'm like, I'm throwing them back. He's like, yo, we're gonna rap Dr. Seuss. I'm like, your brother's rapping Dr. Seuss. I'm sitting the fuck over here doing nothing. You know, train the camera off of me, man. But like, I can't wait to do episode 2 now. You know, and like doing Jess's show. How cool is that, man? Like, you know what I mean?
But that's what it's about: growth, progress from where you came from to where you at now. And then you're gonna grow and progress even more.
I want everyone around me to progress. Like I'm at that point where like I don't want like Jess said, dead weight, but also I want to witness people succeed. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like I want to witness. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not asking for me. I'm not asking for a place on the coattail. I just want to be there when you succeed, when your business succeeds, when your business succeeds, when fucking Breeze gets picked up for an episode of rating a beer, and that beer company sends him fucking 17 crates and fucking $50,000. I want to know. I know that guy. And he did that shit legit. Like, you know what I mean? That brings joy to me.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I'm the way, like, even if I can't be around you for whatever reasons, I still wish you well. Mm-hmm. But my intention is to be there to congratulate you. Like, I want to see the growth. Right. You know what I mean? So, I understand that energy. Like, a lot of people gotta understand that what you're saying is, like, genuine.
Man.
For real, cause y'all, like, you came from somewhere, you're not wishing them, like, yo, like, you're not trying to be competition.
Everybody can't put people in a position to win. No, that's just the bottom line. They
grew away from each other, but he still want to see him win.
No, yeah, that's definitely.
The best example I have of that in my life is SL, who both of you met. He is a member of the Mopai Corporation, member of GodMode for going on 12 years now. Is he here and ever present? No. But company decisions, right? And then just random, like, do you know how cool it is to when you're, like, when I was building or rebuilding this whole thing, not only did he spec the machine out that we're running on now, and that's wonderful enough because my expertise ends at a certain thing, but he built it a certain way, but whatever. Boom, we built it, we ordered it, and then I was like, oh man, okay, so I just kind of a little overspent or whatever, boom, boom, boom. I was like, you know, we need like 500 more. Okay, I'll figure it out, boom, boom. He's like, what do you need 500? I was like, I want to do this and this and this. He goes, yeah, that's a good idea, you should do it. Okay, cool. So he leaves, you know, he gets in his car that evening and he goes, yo, I forgot my my cigarettes in there. So I was like, all right, I go. Where'd you leave them? On the cupboard over there. So I walk in the house. I look at the cupboard, and there's $500 laying there. I come back outside, this sumbitch gone.
That's love,
right?
That's support.
And he didn't have, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that.
Nope.
And because and he knows if tomorrow this motherfucker goes supernova, we ain't going nowhere until I stop at Clifton real fast in Clifton, New Jersey, and go, look, come, we gotta go, we gotta go right now. You did this. It's your fucking fault. Get in. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's the kind of love that I appreciate the most.
That's what needs to be promoted more. Because like people seeing the hate relationships, so they think that if we make it to a certain point, I gotta say, you know what, fucking, let me take it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's like he did that out of just pure energy.
Right. And it's not the first time. This is how he operates. I don't ask, but I also know if he calls me, never mind that he's my best friend. You can call me at 3 a.m, let me know I'm in the car. But like, if it's on some business shit, I'm not gonna go, let me,
it's like,
I'll be like, how much do you need? And when do you need it by? Okay, I'll call you back.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. If you need that, that's how it's going to be. This is what I have to come up with. Let me see how much of it I can come up with.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And that's just, I guess that's the circle. I don't know how we got to this point. I guess it's believing in people and believing in brands, believing in your local brands. And I will always say that, like, if anybody makes any kind of twisted tea, Jazz, I want to please tell me when you're doing that, and please tell us what that drink is one more time.
What?
The with the dope bottle, the infused one.
Coquito.
What is it? And I want it.
It's a Puerto Rican drink that's made during the holidays. It's eggnog on crack. But it's not eggnog. People claim to be able to make coquito, and they crack open a can of eggnog and put liquor, and they call it coquito, and it's very disrespectful.
So the formula's got to be real.
Yes, it's a process.
And yours is infused.
Only by request.
That's the only kind I would want. That's so cool.
So basically, she has 2 options: regular and infused.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's infused, how like
I put a whole eighth of weed.
Damn, it's like eating it's like an edible essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just you taste the weed. You get a mellow buzz. Not only are you getting a buzz from the liquor, but you're getting a buzz from the weed being in it. The THC from the weed.
Y'all heard it first. This is gonna be on here. We're gonna get a bottle of this, y'all, and we're gonna shoot people in the face with a shotgun while drinking this. Yes, yes, please.
Get some Call of Duty action.
Listen, I can't fuck with you with the Call of Duty, man. I'm still like, you guys are too professional for me right now.
Smoke break?
Yeah, I would say
use
so.
the bathroom, so.
My dear friends,
the restroom.
The room of the rest.
Let me not be.
Oh, you know what? I think I need to.
Hood. So we've been on this like 2 hours already.
Yeah. 2 hours and 1 minute.
Yeah, I know.
We're doing good, y'all. This is, listen. Let me set up a little playlist for our friends, real quick, fast, and then we're gonna take us a nice little break for unmentionables.
After you mention it, you might get some scented.
Dispensaries in California, please come see me.
Yes.
So, but let me. I'm gonna turn on the lovely green screen, and I'll see y'all in a sec. I am gonna put together a playlist for y'all real quick because usually I'm ready, but I wasn't ready already. Oh, y'all can still talk shit. There's a green screen up, and we're going to continue talking until the music goes on, okay? Because we're more interesting than the music. Let's see. Let's put together a playlist for them real quick. Y'all already know there's going to be the GodMode Studios playlist right now.
I said it's crazy. I could have put my phone in too. Everything happened so fast.
He said everything happened so fast.
I jumped right into the Instagram. I was like, fuck it. I was like,
we jumped in real good. I love it.
It was a dope one.
It's still happening, and enjoy the music, y'all. Back, I do a verse, I promise. I know y'all hate when I spit, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We'll be right back after these messages. Everyone's got their own secret sauce, I guess.
You know, as we being told, really, I just noticed the PlayStation was like this.
That's it, man. You gotta get a PS5 in the building.
And I put this down and I was like, oh shit. Thank you.
Hey man, why'd the music stop, man? Why is this shit on repeat, man? Turn me up.
You good? You sleeping?
And we're back.
In the building.
In the building. In the building. In the building. Yo. Listen, now we're in the right frame of mind. You know.
I need like 10 more, but yeah.
Please hold for reception. Oh, man. Here we go. So we ended off on building each other's brands. And I think we even continued it while we were talking out there, man. So I guess the end point is respect a brand that's right next to you, that's in your neighborhood, somebody you see every day a lot more than you would something that's too mainstream to care about you. I guess that'd be my 2 cents on it. What do you think, yo?
You said it. It's a respect thing. We're working hard for y'all. Like you, basically, our community as a whole cannot complain if you're not invested in with the people that's invested in it. No matter what you bring to your table, whether it's your time, your support, social media is a big thing. So as a whole, we can't complain when you not gonna be a part of the progress.
Well, this is true. Hey, thank you, Cigar. Cigar Talk was talking about. Oh, I thought this was just a music playthrough. I didn't know there was a show happening here.
Nice.
Respect the community. Well, thank you so much. Listen, appreciate you, man. Thanks for and chime in. I mean, we're talking about respecting brands that are more local, people like.
I'm worldwide, baby.
Yo,
I'm not local. I'm worldwide.
JesBlaze, tell him who you is. Tell him where you at.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I had to put that out there. I'm worldwide.
That's a fact, though. Listen, being confident about your brand is step 2.
Yes.
Because if you're
that's step 1.
Okay.
So you gotta have a reason to get in, and you gotta come in with confidence.
See, it goes. I host a podcast myself, and I'm all about supporting local. Where are you from, man? We got this is somebody from Twitch.
That's what's up.
So.
Oh.
Shout out to
Texas. Wait a minute. He's from Texas, Jess.
Shout out to the listeners and the watchers.
Facts. My Twitch people. My YouTube
Anywhere
people.
in the world, but you're here with us tonight.
Thank you so much for chilling. And actually, Jess is wearing a hoodie from somebody who does interviews and podcasts and interviews for artists out in Texas, right, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
DJ.
Yeah, shout out to
Respect
DJ
the
Kawan.
DJ,
Yep, and that hoodie's fire too. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Blue, it makes me want to work on the gun hoodie so bad.
Yes.
Like I got telling you, man. I don't even want to talk about the design.
Don't.
Nope.
That's until it's finalized.
That's gonna be our exclusive.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the exclusive, Joan. Just trust me. Oh my goodness. I don't care if it doesn't work. I just want one.
That's one thing I learned in the business world or anything that you're trying to be an entrepreneur. Don't talk about it till it's done.
True. The guy said, I just did 2 interviews today. Cigar smoking lady from England and a gent from New York. Oh yeah? Okay. What was the significance of the cigar smoking lady? Because it seems like this is kind of like who she is. Just curious. Does she do like tricks?
You're asking.
No,
yeah.
Wait, did he ask you? Also.
I don't know. I was like, wait.
This is listener interaction.
Gotcha.
I'm curious. She's cool as fuck, he said. Yo. Listen, cigar smoking lady, come through. GodMode podcast next time, Oh man, we'll shout you out.
Yes. We have weed for the cigars.
Yeah, we will make your cigar a real cigar.
Yes.
Without the cancer leaf, just the healing leaf.
Yes.
Jess, I think you should start a cannabis company.
It's too much work. I had the opportunity to partner up with a CBD company, but I'm not gonna put myself into something that I know I can't dedicate my time to right now. I'm not gonna half-ass anything.
Would you want to in the future? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
But that's where the money's at.
Okay, then you and Slava have a lot to talk about.
It's not something. I'm not thinking. Right now I'm thinking about my brand. Once my brand kicks off the way it should, then everything else will fall into place. Everything that I want to fall into place will fall into place. Because my brand will be involved in it. Because it needs to be involved in it. And it should be involved in it. And it will be involved in it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to drink to your brand.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's no filter.
Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely. I want to be sitting here in about like maybe a year ago when she was on my show.
Well,
Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit?
I can't talk about Monday, but I'm just waiting for Monday to come.
I've heard these rumors for Monday. I've heard Monday on the post.
I just need Monday to come. Monday's hopefully going to be a good day.
Okay.
Monday, hopefully, I have an announcement. So if everything goes well.
And what else is Monday? Bike night.
I'll be able to do my announcement.
Because don't forget, there are no cuts on, but I got presidents in the building. Literally 2 presidents. So it's an honor.
I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Today's about your show. That's why I didn't bring it.
Well, listen, you're
It's about this brand. So
facts.
I appreciate you even bringing it up.
Like
at the beginning, that's why I kept shaking my head. I was like, "Oh, he mentioned all the brands." I was like,
yeah,
I wasn't ready.
That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? No, man, because I believe in the brands. Like we said, we believe in the brands. I especially believe in the Power Moves brand.
Appreciate it.
Because that one was the basis for understanding all the other brands and evaluating all the other brands. Because if they're based off of Power Moves, yeah, I'll invest. Because I know, because I'm investing, for instance, the most precious thing that I have is time.
Yep.
And
that's all I'm very appreciative.
But the thing is, the way you, I guess one would evaluate that is at the end of the day, when you come home, we're like, was that a day well spent? And it's never been to the other thing. It hasn't been like, no matter what it's been, it's not like, oh, well, yeah, okay, that was good.
I'm glad you mentioned that too, because it's about the longevity.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, out of 365 days, every day ain't gonna be great. You know? But you can make it as best as possible.
Exactly. You know, Cigar Talk, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. That's the same person. He just dropped a follow. See, that's some free shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we just read off because we're talking about the cigar lady. She's cool as fuck. She owns 3 motorbikes, and she's a writer.
So she gotta pull up to bike night.
Yo,
so we can roll some weed and cigars and catch a triple threat.
Yo, on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, I use the pipes for that, and nothing falls into place. You kick ass, keep it legit, and rock out. Rock out with your cock out. Yep. I get you.
Yep.
You know, but it's like,
if everything was a hit at the beginning, people would start working, and that's what people forget. Life is work.
Yeah.
You have to work towards everything you're doing, good, bad.
Life is not easy.
Get out the bed. You got to work towards all the fun you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Great Adventures wasn't just popped up.
Right.
It didn't just pop up.
Right.
But they had to work, build that for all that fun to be forever or as long as it could last.
Right. Like any brand.
Yeah.
You know, look at the stuff on our table. Look at Pepsi. Look at Twisted Tea. Yeah. You know, look at Audio Technica. Look at fucking Logitech. Look at Samsung.
It was all work.
You know, each one of those companies started out as just like we all are, with a freaking pipe dream, and people going, nah, you really with this? Look, man, I could just go out and buy a Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying, or I can get the Coquito from the store. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. You know, that's fine. But when your shit's in the store, they're going to be like, oh, I when can I get a job, dog?
Yep.
Oh, now. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
You know, all of a sudden there's recognition now.
Yep. As far as like when you focus on the longevity, you won't let yesterday take you away from today or tomorrow.
Listen, I was told it takes 7 to 8 years to bring a channel to some kind of legitimacy. And people told me, they're like, people are going to hate on you, especially if you're live. People are going to hate on you to your face. You know, and I've been told to my face many a times, you should never make music. You suck at this shit and this and this and this. And I'm thinking like, okay, if I listen to everything that all of you said, then I might as well not do nothing.
Yep.
And based off of what? Your opinion?
So you know the terminology, you know the statement about the brain about, you say from the FedEx life.
Right.
All right. Just being in the warehouse, trucking, anything, where the old school people been there for like 10, 15, 20 years, and they tell you, nah, just get out, or this or that, blah, 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 but you barely see them working. So I learned from those jobs not to listen to motherfuckers. Because picture listening to somebody tell you not to do it, and they still doing it.
They don't want you to do it.
Yeah, they won, so now they got you out the way.
Right.
So I never listen to hate or any other that bullshit or whatever, anything that comes with it, because I started learning, like, oh, motherfuckers never really want you around. Because they only talk to you when they see you progressing.
Right.
Well, if they see you fucking up, they ain't gonna come tell you nothing.
Well, even when you're out of their reach, you're also, you become a target anyway. Oh, I used to know him, and oh, I used to do this and this and this, and you know, and none of it makes, you know, like.
Yeah, you see that it applies to life, because you see all these managers and this and that. It's like, why they still? But then you listen to what they tell everybody, and it's like, oh, they're training on how to keep their job.
As long as I keep my job, whatever I do is okay.
They see you do good one day. I've been many jobs and they didn't felt threatened. I was like, listen, I'm not here to take a job. But I see, thank you. When you see older people doing that to younger people, it was up to me to either like take the bait or grow past that shit.
It's job security for people, and it's like, yo, don't rock the boat. Yeah. Don't come in here doing what you're supposed to do. Don't come in here with that dream. Just come in here and stamp the fucking thing. Stamp the card every day. And
it's like they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. These rules to the game. All right, all these stuff is set up. That's why the OGs is that don't want to work no more. When you see them talking things that you normally never heard, you got to go past that, because it's like, you know what? I'm listening for you to tell me a gem. I'm listening for you to tell me how to keep winning.
Right.
Or this, that, and third. Or what did I do wrong so I don't do it again.
Right.
Instead of this. So that's why it's like, when I look at hate, I'm like, you know what? They really hate themselves. They hate what they're not doing. They hate what they can't do or didn't do.
They hate what they can't do. They hate what they can't do. That's gold right there.
Like,
that's gold right there.
I'm like, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Because all it took was that one person. You could have been doing it for 2 years. And like, damn, what am I doing wrong? And there was no buzz. But then after that second year, you got like 10 people coming to you, like, yo, you stop rapping this, that, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yo, how did I make it 2 years? Oh, now the hate is coming in because everybody sees the buzz.
Right. You see that you're going to move no matter what.
So right there is either going to make or break you. So now you're going to either believe it or be like, nah, I didn't make it this far because I'm whack.
Exactly.
Or because I'm not doing good. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Listen, I could play the beat that I remembered the name of that beat that I was making at the time when he said that shit. And I kind of, like, I didn't say nothing, but I was like, and then later I was feeling some type of way, but they told me, go, look, you got to grow thick skin, bro. And I played.
That's true, too.
And I played them the beat, and they were like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're fine. Everything's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because now, like, the thick skin part is for the people that there's always gonna be people out there that's gonna say some shit that they ain't had no business saying.
I mean, like,
because the pie's always gonna try to call the kettle black. So it's like, I would never tell somebody something that I didn't try to fix it myself, or didn't fix for myself, or do better for myself.
Yeah. So
any advice I give or will give is because I already been through it, went through it, or witnessed it.
Yeah. Well, like Cigar Talk says, he's like, yo, he goes, I helped a ton of guys doing what they started doing after me, and I still promote them. You know, he goes, I don't have that. I have some shitbags put me down, and I kept my head down and kept working my ass off. Yeah. And
that's what's up.
That's the key. Just keep going. Like I said, you know, I might not be the best podcast now. I even when I welcome people, I said, welcome to the bottom of the list. You made it. You scrolled all the way down, and I appreciate it. You landed on me, but the numbers game is just what it is.
But you know what? It's always better to start at the bottom.
Absolutely.
Because starting at the top is like, what are you fighting for?
Right. Exactly. You have nothing.
And a lot of people that start at the top don't know how to lose.
Nothing. Exactly. When they when they lose, it's epically bad. Absolutely true.
So you don't know how to win again. After that first L or two or a couple of L's, you don't know how to win again.
Right. Because if you come up to where you were before, that's not a W for you. It's bittersweet because you already lost that thing.
Like any L that tried to come my way or did come my way or made sure it came my way, I turned it into many W's.
So I'm like, oh, I see what happened there. Or like, just for instance, like people that's around me, you know, in the work world, business world, your peers, like CEOs, whatever. I done gave out free information and I never heard from people again. And then I'll hear from them again because of what they advertise, and I'm like, damn, they ain't tell me.
And then they use that for their brand.
And I'm like, but this is what I wanted. I got into all of this to help people, but it's like things are done a certain way, so now I get it. I'm like, okay. When you do things genuinely, it don't affect your heart.
You can't, and no one can stop you because you're doing it from the heart.
Yeah,
you're doing it honestly.
I didn't lose there, like, you know, because when you teach a man to fish, he can fish for
a lifetime. Yeah.
So you won't need me again. But then it's like, if you would have stuck around for the whole mission, the whole lesson,
right,
you could have learned a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah, we could have been a lot.
I could have taught you how to fish as a team
together. Because now, while I'm teaching something, you could have taught me something different. It's always a learning lesson while you're teaching.
Blessings and lessons, man. Absolutely.
Always.
And when people are passionate, sometimes it scares the shit out of the other people.
Like you learn something about yourself.
Yeah.
You learn something about people, or you learn something about what you're doing.
Like that's what I could say about Jess. She's passionate about all aspects of what she does, from MC life to radio to, you know, to Tasty Eats by Blaze to her, you know, which I didn't.
Thank
even
you,
bring
no cap.
up.
I say that you just want a free meal. I hear you. I got you.
Listen, feed me, please, feed me.
But we see what we just said.
But it's the passion.
Some people would like, hate on the fact that we're together or successful or we're fighting through this and the third, blah blah. But you know what? What you just said is why we still. I believe in her passion. I believe in her.
It seeps through her. She can't lie about it. Like when she speaks about it, it's like.
That's why I did the things I did. I'm like, you know what? Like if anybody else had stepped up and showed that too,
right?
They would be right there, like, like fighting with it too. So it's like. You can't be mad at what you didn't do,
right?
Or what you can do.
Let me quick, because Cigar Talk he's with us right now.
That's what's up, man.
Let's see what we got. We're gonna read. Okay, because I hear people say that they're just doing it for fun. That ain't me. I'm building. Yeah. He goes, we just hit 200,000 plays. Yeah, it's been one hell of a ride and not getting tired. Yeah, dude, first of all, congratulations. We're going to drink to you. Yo, here's the bottom of the list letting you know that you made it, Pop. You fucking made it, Pop.
And you another 200 million.
Oh, he's going to need, he's going to, listen, I want to make some serious money because you know what you did? You got the ball. This is what we're doing. All of us are doing right now. Yeah, he goes, thank you, brothers and sister. He goes, because you rolled the ball. What we're doing now is we're rolling the snowball to the top of the hill is what we're doing. Whatever these 1 or 2 views and fucking the twos and fews and the sale here, the sale there. Fuck it. Every single piece, we're rolling it to the top of the hill. And like, you see, like my brother here, when you catch 200,000 fucking plays, that right there is the fucking ball rolling. That's
definitely what's up. That's like,
dude, I imagine when
if they see one.
I bet you when he got for the first 10,000 plays, I'd have been fucking. When I got listen, let me get 1,000 plays. I'd be like, ah! I feel like
I was bugging out when 1, 2, 3 of my videos on YouTube went viral. I had 3 videos went viral. And I woke up. I had about 14. I believe I had like 12 or 14 subscribers. And then I made these videos because during that time you could go on YouTube live. Now you have to have over 1,000 subscribers in order to go live on YouTube. I can go live on YouTube right now because I have over 1,000 subscribers.
Wait a minute.
But the only way you can go live on YouTube without having over 1,000 subscribers, if you do it through your desktop. That's a cheat code.
Look, live on YouTube.
Right, but you don't have 1,000 subscribers, right?
Negatory.
My point. That's the only way you can do it because you can't do it from your phone. Exactly.
I never tried doing it from my phone.
You can't.
Now I'm gonna try.
It won't allow you.
Really?
I promise you, it won't allow you.
I want to try. I want to hit the glass ceiling.
Lies.
I want to hit the glass ceiling.
It's gonna say you can't go live if you don't have 1,000 subscribers.
No shit.
Yes, I promise you. That's what I'm saying. The only way that you can go live without having 1,000 subscribers is via your PC.
Yo,
you learn something new every day.
My guy just said some real shit. He goes, when the ball goes over the top and it starts rolling downhill, run fucking faster and keep pushing.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, but I had.
He goes, we don't do live. Most people don't. Not some real shit. I think I'm the only fucking fool left that does it live just because I enjoy that.
My show
feeling.
is live.
I don't
edit my shows.
Exactly. I don't either.
Yeah,
everybody edits their shows and they edit the way they look. My shit is raw dog. What you see is what you get.
And I know you're gonna,
I don't edit anything.
He's gonna tell us we should.
That's the point of it being no filter radio.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't go live because of all the stuff that's going on in society right now. People taking one.
Your views can be thefted.
You can have a whole hour or something. That last sentence you said fuck up the whole thing because somebody, why they said that?
And unfortunately that's the beauty of opinions because
I know, but this is why people are afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's not that many like you and him that'll do it, and that's why
he goes, I don't edit either unless some shit gets me canceled.
I don't edit shit.
Facts. I don't
edit anything.
I don't either.
I've never edited anything in 5 years. Never.
207 all unedited.
And disclaimer. That also shows where people are trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need
because to when I'm an upfront person, I don't like leaving voicemails and all that shit. I'd rather tell you to your face. I'd rather like if I'm saying I'm not editing nothing I'm saying right now. Like so it's like it's hard for people to go live when they looking like you could tell who's gonna give in to certain things
or say the wrong thing.
No. Like who gonna give in to certain deals?
Oh, I see.
Like
go into a little more detail on that.
What we working towards is more independent.
Right.
I'm not on radio, but I DJ and I'm into the industry life and all that. But she's in radio.
Yes, like legit radio.
So for her to go live, that's a big thing.
Right.
All the time. There's a lot of radio shows and a lot of podcasts and a lot of mainstream
that are
radio shows.
This is why.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That edits their shit before they it's like on both sides of the spectrum. One or the other gonna look bad, but they gotta edit it. They have to edit it.
He goes, FCC don't fuck around.
This is why I feel I get in my feelings when people refer to my show as a podcast because my show is not a podcast. People are forgetting the meaning of a podcast is pre-recorded.
That's
pre-recorded.
And I get that
meaning
too.
you edit it also
because people need to learn.
You edit
more
it also.
Right.
My show is live.
People are like, yo, we about to
is
go
live.
JesBlaze,
So if you happen to hear
podcast.
silence for a brief moment, which I detest to the highest degree,
no dead air.
It's because we're live.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
That's
From the moment I say on air, you burp, you fart, that shit picking up on the goddamn airwaves. Plain and simple.
But don't you enjoy that a lot more? I enjoy that feeling.
It's about the authenticity because I don't fabricate shit. That's why people, like I said, when I had those 3 videos on YouTube that went viral, it got to a point where people were messaging me and asking me, hey, can you speak about this? Or can you talk about this? Or can you talk about that topic? Because a lot of people they're not vocal. I was never vocal. Like doing this shit, never in my fucking life would I ever thought I'd be doing this. I was a very shy and like just closed out type of person, you know what I mean? But being in radio, you have to talk. Like if you ain't talking, what the fuck you doing radio for?
Right.
Like it's like, you know, it just doesn't, it's like oil and water. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's about the authenticity and about just being real. It's too much shit that's fabricated. There's too many blankets over people's eyes over so much bullshit, and I'm here pulling the fucking veil on everything.
There's too many people selling out.
I pull the veil on everything. I'm the one that's pushing the fucking envelope. I'm the one that's ripping that shit open. I do it all because at the end of the day, everybody talking about freedom of speech. I'm free to speak on whatever I want to speak on my platform. This is my platform. I say whatever the hell I want because, like I said, at the end of the day, as long as I'm not insulting anyone's family, mother, fucking with anybody's money, their livelihood, or anything like that, I'm free to say whatever I want. you feel like you take it as an insult, that's because you're feeling you butt hurt or you know pull your panties up. You know, plain and simple. But
it's a fact. And that's like, for instance, on Drink Champ, when Kanye was there, he felt that he said his piece on the people that he helped bring up, and I was like, okay, I get it, because it's like, you know what, some people will literally sell out for the dollar.
Of course, they'll do a whole song and dance for you.
Literally sell out for a dollar, forget where they came from, forget where they going.
Quick.
So that's why I respect live. I don't do voicemails. I do the text because I have a lot of people to talk to, to answer and shit like that. Right. But it's like, if I really want to say something to you, I'd rather tell you in person.
I'm like that too.
So you don't get nothing twisted. You don't get nothing twisted.
Also, so it has the same weight to it. You know what I mean? Because when you call somebody, it doesn't have the same weight as you approach them and go, listen.
Nothing twisted. Real, whether you like it good or bad, it's like, yo, you got to respect what I'm saying. And we're going to be cordial about it. Because you know what? It ain't go nowhere else but here.
And we're right here. So if you feel some type of way,
that's when you got to be like, pumps go pump to get beat down.
Cypher don't get gas.
I have to, can I say a joke? Because this has really been like getting my attention.
Do it now.
Underneath this table. Like, so your pillow, I feel like your pillow is sprinkling some crack on my foot.
Where?
Watch this. Look under the table. Watch this. Watch. See that Coke?
Sprinkle some
See the
crack
Coke?
on it.
See the Coke? I'm wondering why my toes are white. You didn't see me all night. I'm like this. I'm patting my toes. I'm like, why am I? I'm thinking my socks are dirty and my socks are black. I'm like, why are my socks white?
This is where we keep the stash.
Why we talk about this? I gotta drain the main vein real quick.
Oh, you're supposed to say the restroom. He's attending the restroom.
That's what we saying. We're gonna break that shit. Bring all that. We live. We talking how we feel.
Listen, we gonna talk to.
See, when you get kisses on live and shit.
Yeah, that's how you know it's real. We're gonna talk to Cigar Talk, me and Jess. Let's see what he can say. He goes, yo, we've been growing because we 100% real.
What is he, a radio show?
He looks like he said he hosts a podcast.
Where is he from?
Texas.
Huh.
Goes,
what's the name of his show?
What's the name of your show? Cigar Talk. I bet you it's Cigar Talk. But he goes, I have the secret to getting the best sponsor. I hope you're not wasting blow.
Cigar Talk. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. NoFilterRadio LLC.
Believe me, do that.
So we could talk.
Definitely.
I need some sponsors.
Definitely. JesBlaze is who you want to know in New York. Let me
NoFilterRadio LLC. NoFilterRadio LLC.
Let me pull just you up just for now. Whoa, look how nice that looks. I've been working on that.
For what?
And now it's just you.
Oh.
See? I've been working on that so good. Like I saw, I like.
I mean, I got no eye buggers in my eyes. I got this camera dead in my face, like, hey, no.
1080p.
I see.
No, that's a lie. I wish it was. It's all right. I'm gonna get there in time. I want to have this on the boat. Followed. There you go. Bang.
Thank you. My phone is dead, so once I turn my phone back on, I got you.
Fucking awesome. Cigar Talk. Appreciate it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll connect you with a partner of mine that just flew out here from Texas. He covered my event. He has a show. It's called The Mixtape Show. So I don't know what kind of genre you're into or whatever, but I always connect people, especially if they're in the music industry.
It's very cool.
So networking is endless. You never know where or who can help you with what, or, you know, just connect you with other people.
He said, where is he out here?
If I tell you, I'm lying, honestly. I don't even want to, like I said, if I tell you, I'm lying. But like I said, once I turn my phone is charged, and once I turn my phone back on, his name is Kawan, but I'll definitely connect you guys. Or you could just search him up. Just type The Mixtape Show or DJ Kawan, DJ Kawon. You know, check him out. He's pretty dope. He's legit.
He goes, sounds familiar. He goes, I love all music. Well, okay, not all. Sounds familiar. Maybe in Dallas.
You know what? I think you're right. I want to say Dallas.
Kawan,
Kawon.
Kawon.
I want to say, actually, I do want to say Dallas. I'm like 99% sure that it's Dallas, if I'm not mistaken, that I remember him saying.
99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. 99
That's like the safe state, right? Like, hey, just say Dallas. Where you from? Texas? Oh, Dallas, yeah, like that.
Dallas is like the
I'm not from Peachtree. I'm from Dallas. Yeah, right.
That's like the city. That's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Well, listen, they're allowed to open carry out there, man. How is it?
I will not be going to Texas. They asked me to go to Texas. I was asked to go to Texas to do a show. I do plan on doing my shows in other states, but Texas was one. I got asked to do a show in Texas and Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh my God!
In Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's go.
In Florida, I'm actually planning Florida for 2022 because I actually want to do my I'm doing my 6-year.
He said, I want to say I really dig you guys. Solid content.
Were you on Twitch?
Contact. Yeah, he's on Twitch now. And he goes, come to Texas. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I'm going to come with my cowboy boots and my cowboy hat and my freaking big ass buckle of a belt in case I got to beat a motherfucker down. I'm stopped.
And the cowboy CBR 1000.
No, but seriously, I'm actually now planning my 6-year anniversary for No Filter Radio because February 2022 makes 6 years with No Filter Radio, and I'm also doing my my Indie Source magazine. I'm doing a release party, so it's gonna be like a combo event, which is gonna be so fucking dope.
Awesome.
And I'm hoping and I'm working on having some really dope ass guests come through to perform, or even just chill, network with people and stuff. So it's gonna be dope.
Let's try to get Joel Ortiz.
Well, like I said, I have a couple of people in mind that I need to reach out to. Hence, this is where the people that are in my back pocket that I was talking about earlier, that I got to just make a phone call and be like, look.
You got to do it for you. It's time to use,
I need a favor, and I have not used my what do you call it? Like my get out of jail free card. When you
the card up your sleeve, essentially.
Yeah, you just keep that card in your back pocket when you really, really need it, So that's the plan for 2022.
Hell yeah. Oh, wait, look at. I've been working on this slide for the longest time. What? This.
Wow.
How it moves. How it moves. Ready. With a little delay. Ready. Come on. Whoa.
Crazy.
We here.
And the background stays the same. Like that. This has been. Stop making funny noises. The fucking phone is tied into here, and when the phone does shit, this does shit. The fact that it all moves like that, I was like, yeah. And the background never changes.
I know, thanks to OBS. OBS is annoying. It's fucking tedious.
It's tedious.
So tedious. It's cool. I like I have OBS. I've used OBS, but it's so tedious that I'd be like, fuck this shit.
But once you set it up nice.
And not only that, but my laptop is slow. So once my son, my geek squad of a son, decides to work on his mama's laptop like a good old kid that he is, because I feed him every day. I think I'm gonna go on strike on making him food. I'm gonna just start cooking for 2.
Listen,
and not 3.
He goes, you guys are very natural on the mic. Goes, what software are you using for that? That would be Streamlabs OBS, not regular OBS. Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, using Streamlabs. Oh, okay.
Yes, because
I have Streamlabs too. Again, tedious.
It's very.
All these shits is like, just make it simple. Like, guys, can you just press a button?
Let me tell you something. It took me. Remember how long I was setting up, right? It took me. When the whole machine came and I redid everything, that maybe took 2-3 days. The rest of it was OBS.
Yeah, OBS is just very. I actually taught myself how to use OBS because I was completely clueless when it came to OBS, and I went on YouTube and I went on Google, and I'm a research queen. Like I'm. Research the word research. I'm gonna pop right the fuck up right next to that goddamn word.
And I almost bought another piece of equipment that I didn't know that OBS had. Like I went to Sam Ash and shit, and I was like, look, I need to raise the volume of my mics, and it's not working. When I'm on my fucking podcast, the shit that's outputting. Like me right here, we're loud, but this is Pro Tools. This is only for us to hear. This is not what's being output into the thing. But then I was in the thing, and I swear to shit, I was about to buy another preamp and shit like that. And there was this girl there named Melody. Shout out Melody. She's like, yo,
you gotta buy a piece like that was like this big, right?
No, she goes, dude, you can fucking add effects to the channels of the OBS. Like you could just put a fucking maximizer in the compressor because you're a producer. Okay, here's where you go, and after that, I'm gonna leave you alone.
That's what I'm saying. Like OBS is so useful, and it's so much that you could do with OBS. It's a complex program. You can do a lot with OBS. A lot with OBS, especially if you know what you're doing. and you're creative, if you're creative and you know how to work with OBS, then you're good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just didn't dedicate the time because my laptop is slow, so I get frustrated. And I'm like, but I like I said, I taught myself how to use it. I know how to use it. I could stream on Facebook Live if I wanted to, stream on whatever network if I wanted to. Yeah. But it's a bitch, yo. I was on my laptop for hours trying to figure the shit out at first when I first started using it. You know what I mean?
I'm running my audio through OBS, but also my direct monitoring is running through Pro Tools on the back end. So what you're hearing, yes, this is going directly from the mics into my audio interface, but in order for us to hear ourselves through the headphones, Joe Rogan style, I have Pro Tools on in the background running as my direct monitoring program, if that helps. But yeah, the OBS has everything goes into OBS. So even like my music stuff, like right here, listen, we got, you know, I could do a beat right here, right now, because that was the idea. Everything is running into OBS, and the machine, which is doing all of that, is feeding into OBS, and as us talking, it feeds through 2 channels into OBS. And honestly, as far as stability goes, this is the most stable program I've used. It is so tedious to set up because just doing this, here, this, that, the game broadcast, which isn't on right now, and my little intro room, all of that took goddamn 3 weeks to
because you gotta columnize every single shit that you just clicked.
Every bracket, every
I got a headache just him clicking that shit.
Just to let y'all know, this is why you gotta pay for what you want. Like, you see everything he just said, dude. You think you gonna come get that for free from him now?
That's my phone.
You know,
speak to my manager right here. This is my manager, JesBlaze. Speak to JesBlaze, and if you think you're gonna get something for free, good luck to you.
Yeah, this is why this is why these things cost.
Goes.
It's not a.
Listen, pussy ain't even free. Fucking prostitutes sell that shit.
Facts.
Fuck.
Facts to the word. He goes, I got you. We are more old school on audio, soundboard and headphones, amp for headphones, and it looks great, man. Thank you. And what you have is actually the direct monitoring. The only reason I'm using Pro Tools in the background of this is because I actually kind of fucked up. When I bought my audio interface, which is a Presonus 2626 Quantum, you can go check that shit out. I bought it because of its transfer rate. The transfer rate of the unit to the computer, because it uses a Thunderbolt 3 interface. Now, I took for granted, being an old M-Box audio user, that direct monitoring, meaning the shit happening right here where we can hear ourselves, is just going to come with it. Unfortunately, it does not. So it always pays to do your research, but it also pays to find ways around your own problems.
Cigar Rob, I just followed back. You back? I'm sorry.
Dope.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk.
Hell yeah. You know what I mean? You see, our board doesn't connect to a PC. Records to SD card. Okay, so I understand. So in that respect, you would almost have to do a pre-recorded show in order for it to work. That's cool, man. Shit. And honestly, you can hook your board later into an audio interface and have it set up just the same way you have it set up on the soundboard. Just have the a left and a right going into an audio interface, either a coaxial or a XLR. And that right there you can direct feed it into any kind of DAW, such as an OBS, just in case. So you don't lose out on the equipment you already have. You just integrate it into the chain. Yep. Because like I have an old Korg D3200 sitting here, which is a 16 channel and a 38 channel virtual mixer with its own board suite of stuff. And when I was thinking about direct monitoring and how I can't find a way around it until I found Pro Tools.
Good. I still hear it. It's so good I hear a conversation.
Yeah, because, you know.
Just in case this is not a legal conversation, we hear you.
Oh shit!
I thought she answered me. See, that's how clever.
Yeah, man. Well, because it took me because I didn't know how to amplify the channels. Because every time I play it on my laptop at work, I'm like, how come Joe Rogan's shit sounds louder? What the fuck can I do, to turn it on?
We was hearing you. Okay, cool. Is that all? That sounds like.
No, because I missed 3 calls. I'm thinking it's a number that I didn't know. I'm thinking it's something important.
Oh. Thank you. I am using Audio Technica mics.
While he was talking about the audio, we heard you pick it up.
Good thing I was like, wash your ass. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a legal
Wash your funky ass and stash
in case there's legalities
the
involved.
Stash the cocaine.
But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I really like these Audio Technicas. I want it. It goes no fuzz or hum at all. Thank you. That means the compressors and everything I put on in the OBS are fucking working. Yeah. I am somewhat of a fucking producer. I swear to God, I am. I swear to you, I am. Not the best. I'm freaking not the best. Trust me, but I'm fucking decent.
You do your thing.
And I strived to get a good, clear sound, especially for when we talk, because the direct monitoring, it kind of soothing for me. Like, I hate to be like selfish, but I kind of like to hear the sound of my own voice when it comes back. You know what I mean? And I think people do too, when they talk
hate
into
my voice.
it. Stop.
I really do. I don't like the sound of my... that's why I don't leave voicemails, because I sound like Barry White.
Do a Barry White for us.
No, call me in the morning and you'll hear Barry White.
I don't call anyone
in 3D.
I don't call anyone in the morning. No. Good morning. Turn off the lights. I said turn them off. That's Teddy Pendergrass. No, sorry. Teddy is scary into liking them. Turn off the lights. Fuck, all right. But yeah, man. So we're up to 3 hours and 2 minutes, y'all. We're being spicy right now. Yeah. Cigar talk got us chilling, and this is the cool shit to me. That's why I love the interactions, and I hope I can keep this even when there's a lot of people, when you have to have chat mediators and stuff, because I've heard of those nightmare stories where you can get canceled off of some shit that people say. That's why you need mediators and stuff. But it's like stuff like this.
No, that's why you censor your thing before you go live.
There's two. No. There's 2 things here.
Yeah, you can censor it. I ain't got time to do all that shit. I know what he's talking about, but I ain't got time to do that.
It's called Nightbot.
Yeah.
You put in all the bad shit. You can put in good shit. You can tell somebody if somebody types the word dog that they get banned.
That's what you mentioned, the mediator. I've seen mad shows, they got a mediator.
I know.
People like that.
Eventually,
I just don't trust anybody to do it. That's why I do it myself.
No, I'm just saying. That's
no, what you mean.
A lot of the times, like, a fan would want to do it, and that's usually where, like, the way that happens, apparently. But yeah, I still have Nightbot, and there's another one on here, Nightbot, and a third party that are doing the same thing. You know what I mean? But so he goes, oh shit, Cigar Talk goes, so I also write jokes.
Nice.
You can't just tell us that without telling us a joke, right? Because we're about to close this out, man. Let's close it out with a good joke, man. We're ready. Texas is in the building.
I have a joke too.
There we go. We're going
Cigar Talk. What do you call a Mexican with a big toe? We're gonna put the silence is because he's thinking right now. What do you call a Mexican with a big toe?
Question marks.
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Not even a guess. Not even one shot. Like something. No. You gotta try. You gotta say something at least.
He was busy typing. We actually do 2 shows.
Awesome. I'm on my way to that 2022. Not yet.
Let's go. I'm shit faced.
Roberto.
Oh.
Can I get a pum?
What the fuck am I
It's
doing?
a very stupid yet very funny joke. Thank you. It's a very corny, but a very.
The fact that the shit was on deck.
Yeah, see that the 3-prong approach is on, man.
It's corny, but it's extremely funny.
He goes, ouch.
It's very corny, but it's funny.
All right. Well, you know what? We got New York. New York is on the table. What do you got?
No, don't claim that as a New York joke. That's a whack joke. New York ain't taking that L.
Because we do Cigar Talk and LUC. What is LUC? What is
Luck.
LUC? Luck?
I don't know.
All right.
I just said that.
Yeah, you did. He goes, oh no, my jokes are long.
Oh Jesus! No, we don't got time for that.
It's gonna be a paragraph.
So God talk, you could say a joke on my show one day.
Light 'em up, crew show. Okay. Light 'em up, crew show. Okay, that's it. Nice. And what
that's dope.
Listen, you guys, 200K views can't be wrong.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like,
right.
Where does he stream at to get to where he got those 200K views at?
See, that's for our Patreons only. So, okay, uncensored.
I got Patreon too.
He goes, that's an uncensored show.
I done signed up to so much shit that I get emails about shit that I signed up to that I forgot.
So
my shows, my episodes are on so many different networks. Some that I ain't never even heard of before. That they're in different countries. That you Google me and you'll see the shit in fucking Chinese.
Dope.
But it's my episode, and I'm like, where the hell did this shit come from?
That's so cool.
Because once you submit your audios into Anchor, it distributes everywhere.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with that being said, it's like it not only distributes everywhere aside from the known Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, what else? Podcast
Nation.
Podcasters. Yeah, those are like the top 4. But then, like I said, I started getting emails from like these other like freaking platforms that literally have my whole freaking all my shows, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, well, that's dope. You know what I mean?
Getting out
I
there.
don't even know.
Because eventually,
listen, like I said, branding is everything, and you know, I've done NoFilterRadio is like blood, sweat, and tears me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I made sure I learned how to do radio. I did my research. I did my research. You know what I'm saying? And then I made sure I tapped into everything humanly possible pertaining to radio. Mm-hmm. My next thing is to do DRT stats. I could have. DRT is radio play. It's the stats. It tells you how many times your songs have been played on your station.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't.
You got to pay for that.
A word.
Absolutely, you got to pay for everything.
It's French music. I'm learning.
Yeah, it's DRT, and they have it's basically you get stats. You could do it. You could do it on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, depending on which one you want to go with, and you pay for it. It's not expensive, but you got to pay for it.
Right.
Is it worth it? Yeah. I personally have not done it because, like I always tell artists, like, don't think you're gonna get rich off of Spotify, because mainstream artists don't even get rich off of Spotify. Mm-hmm. A mainstream artist is someone that's playing right now on Spotify. That mainstream artist is getting not even $1 per play. Right. And that's a mainstream artist. What you think you getting? So I don't bother investing in that part when it comes to radio plays and radio spins, because again, I'm just losing money coming out of pocket for that. Right. Just to give you a number that says, all right, this many people played your song. Right. My station is worldwide.
Like, you know, the song is good.
You know what I mean?
There's going to be plays no matter what.
My station is worldwide, and my stats for my website is worldwide. So you can see the stats that come in through my website. You can see the stats that come in through the radio station as far as where people are listening from. You know what I'm saying? So whether somebody came on my station and listened to one song, which is like what, 2 minutes and 32 seconds, let's just say. Yeah. Let's say 3 minutes. Yeah. Let's say somebody come on my station for 3 minutes to listen to one song. That's one person that came on my station to listen to one song. Right. And they might come back. Maybe not tomorrow, whatever, but they're gonna come back. Or they might tell somebody about it, like, oh, you know, check out this radio station. Exactly. You know what I mean? So,
well, Cigar Talk saying we just got approved to have our first video version on Spotify.
Oh, I got mine already. Hoo-hoo!
Just this week.
I got mine already. I got my first video up last week. Shout out to you, yo. Good luck with that. It's super easy though. But yeah, you gotta get the okay to get that. You can't just go up and do that shit. You gotta get the okay. So I got my first video last week. They put it up. They uploaded it. It takes a couple of hours for them to upload it.
I should try to put the podcast up there.
They convert it to you can upload. You can now physically upload videos. Before it was only audios. Now you can physically upload video of your show.
And he goes,
tell the bro so he can get the showcast on.
I'm with listen, yeah. Jamie.
I'm just waiting for Pandora to approve me because right now I'm on the waiting list for Pandora to approve me on this station.
And he's saying fuck platforms, make your money off of sponsors and Patreons.
Yeah, I know. I had Patreon. I had somebody donate. I didn't even know who the fuck it was. I'll be honest with you. But I had somebody literally sending me $10 every month.
Oh, they signed up for the Primo package.
Yeah, they were sending me $10 every.
Patreon is big.
Yeah,
they were sending me $10 every month for almost like 4 months. I was just getting $10, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck?
How cool is that?
That shit just popping up in my PayPal. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, at first I didn't know.
A lot of big shows on Patreon right now.
Yeah,
and
Patreon.
I just heard some shit about.
But that's what
I think it was this week or last week that the Breakfast Club is not on Revolt no more. So it's making me wonder if they're doing their own thing or about to make.
No,
that
Patreon is a way to generate money for
what Cigar Talk was taking. What he was saying about that second show he was doing, the LUC show, the Light 'em Up Crew show. He goes, that's only for our Patreons. It's uncensored.
Yes.
So that's the one.
It's a special show because you can have Patreon. You can have them subscribe, and they could be like
exclusive.
They could listen to the show before the general public, before the public listens to the show.
Exactly.
Or you'll get like incentives, like if we happen to do like a special airing or something, and we're not gonna air it till let's say 2 weeks from now because you're a Patreon. You get it's like when an album gets released. Like my son is constantly getting albums before they drop. He was just telling us yesterday, I had to down the album before it came out. He's always getting albums before they drop. All the time.
And how does he do that?
He's I don't fucking know. He's just great. I don't know. He's good at computers.
Disclaimer.
He's a hacker. No, He's my little hacker. No, I'm only playing. But I don't know. But the point is that he gets it. You know what I mean? So
he goes, we just
Patreon is like I said, I had Patreon. I just kind of put it on the back burner because again, and it's not to bullshit, but I just literally I do a lot. And it's a lot of time that you have to dedicate, especially if you want it to be thought out the proper way. You don't want to just create something and it's half-ass. Right. And then now you look up NoFilterRadio and you're only getting partial information about NoFilterRadio. When if I dedicate more time to, put out what I need to put out.
No, that's true.
That's to brand NoFilterRadio, then I'm gonna do that.
That's why I didn't buzz the
BlueWallStreet. But I made sure I signed up to every fucking. I'm telling you, I signed up to everything. So even if I'm not doing it right now, I'm already signed up.
It's ready to go if you need it.
I'm signed up. Like I said, you could Google NoFilterRadio. I take up 2 pages on Google alone. Literally, I take up 2 pages on Google alone. And that's a wonderful feeling. And it took a lot of fucking work to do that.
Right.
Because when I first started NoFilterRadio, I would Google myself. And I would have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the goddamn page just to see my shit. And I'd be like, fuck, man, how do I get my shit at the top of the file? I want my shit at the top. Like, as soon as you type no filter, my shit pop up. That's what I want.
Yes.
And it took me a long time to do that. It did. It took me a while to do that. And finally, it got to the top. That goes with your Google Analytics and your Google AdSense. Get into Google AdSense. Google AdSense is very good. You know what I mean? So it's things like that.
Tagging them properly.
That I made tags. I stress tags. I stress tags like you would not even believe. I even stress you about tags.
Yes.
And hashtags and it's so important because people they generate. I'm not gonna search Blueprint, but I'm gonna search clothing line.
Yes. And Blueprint has to be the one right there.
And you have to make sure that your brand, like he said, is gonna pop the fuck up. So when you type in podcast New York, my shit gonna pop right the fuck up.
He goes, I just Googled NoFilterRadio. Legit.
Exactly.
And he goes, we started Patreon 1 year ago. Now it brings $500 a month.
Nice.
And it goes, also, I have board meetings via Zoom with the top 2 tiers. They give me great advice about the show.
Nice. Cigar, so you're gonna be my hidden mentor. You've been hired. Hope you like Spanish food. I'll be shipping you some. What? Oh, you in Texas? Yeah, we gonna ship you some Spanish food.
Oh, dude, you eat this one time.
We gonna freeze it and ship it.
You gonna send checks.
You gonna be my Patreon. He gonna be my VIP Patreon.
The beauty of Patreon, and I respect it. They're new and buzzing, and they have new buzzing shows on it. I know about shows. I know about Patreon.
You know I can't read that.
I learned about Patreon because of the shows I watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait, this is brought by who? And I'm like, oh. And then eventually it started buzzing crazy. Like, you ever saw the Fresh and Fit show?
I've heard the name.
Patreon.
Mm.
You know, like, you ever saw like mad show like the Patreon? So it's like, yo, like, that's another thing with marketing. It's not just about trending, it's about the marketing.
Right.
Right now, they're in the market of people looking to get out of bad deals and get into new stuff and find a new audience.
Right.
To
find more of an audience, absolutely.
The last year alone, they was buzzing. Because more people stayed home too.
That's when I signed up for mine, because like, even though grant you I don't push it as hard as I should, I do have it, you know. And now hearing, you know, the success stories like Cigar is telling me about, you know, yeah, it taking 1 year, but you know, if they're banking 500 a month,
everything takes time. You can't expect everything to just happen overnight.
But that's an awesome result for 1 year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to be patient though, and you know, patience is a virtue. I got the shit tattooed on my arm, but you know, you just have to be patient and not expect. If you expect it to happen like that, it's not gonna come.
Nope. It's never
you have to be patient. You have to trust the process, as they say.
Yes. Trust
the process and know that if you're consistent with what you do, and you dedicate your time and you're passionate, it's gonna all come into play. Because as much hard work as it is, like I was just telling my son, like what I do is I do a lot of work, like, and I talk about my stresses as far as the artist and lack of music being tagged and the lip singing and the lack of emails and how they send it and this, that, and the third. And yeah, I talk about that, and people may think, oh, you know, she's complaining, and it's like, nah, those are just my little baby grievances. Overall, I love what I do when it comes to radio. I love connecting with artists. I love hosting my shows. I love doing showcases. I love meeting new people. I love meeting not just artists, but people in the industry that I can learn from, or that I can probably... I've helped so many people start their podcast that some of them kind of mimic me, and I'm like, nah, you're supposed to stay in your own lane. Like, I'm just helping you. Like, now you be a creative mind on your own.
Steer a little more to the left.
Yeah, you know, but it's okay, because in a sense it's kind of admiration.
Of course.
Because it's like, all right, you want to do what I do because you respect what I do, and you kind of want your outcome to be like mine, maybe with a twist or whatever. But you want your thing to be, you know.
Because there's no one of anything. Just keep being you, and everybody will understand where that came from. Like soda, liquor, weed. One thing creates a rest. Literally. Literally, like, so it's flattering. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like basically my advice with stuff like this is don't become your own enemy. Because it's like when I see people like, yo, like, I'm like, oh shit. All right, that's telling me good shit.
Right.
See, look, like, you know, see that? I've made 39 fucking cents. Okay,
let me pull mine
Anchor.
Up.
Okay,
well.
All right, and that's only because I just started sponsoring my episodes, because I wasn't sponsoring my episodes.
I wasn't sponsored. Yeah, I didn't sponsor. Let me see. Yo, because you know I got that same kind of funny. Yo, stop lying to me. $1.65.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot more than I had. No, like, that's some
good.
funny shit. Yeah, okay. I should shut my mouth. I'm doing good.
Your start is a start, bro.
Listen, that's great, you know. But like, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Cigar Talk. I'm trying to be polite to everybody here. Let me see. He goes. I'm not patient, but I'm a workaholic. As I drink my 6th bourbon. Nice. I enjoyed it, my friends. Keep on doing what you do. Reach out anytime. Cigar Talk, thank you so much for fucking chilling with us, man. We appreciate the connect, and you know, Jess said that, like, just to bring it home, you enjoy the process of, you know, the whole radio, you know, the whole thing that you do.
Mm-hmm.
This shit right here, like this, what happening right now, this is what I love.
Yes.
Because we're chilling with somebody from Texas, and we're literally able to compare stats, you know, and it's amazing. It's amazing to meet new people. He said, "Yeah, this is."
Listen,
he goes, "Yeah,
you
this
wanna
is
know
good
how crazy
shit."
it is? Last year when COVID first hit, that everybody was locked up in their house and everything.
And help each other. He said.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able. We weren't able to go to the studio to do my show, so I was doing my show home.
Right.
Because I can air my show in a fucking bathroom if I wanted to. It's the beauty of having your own radio station.
Hell yeah.
But I started something called Quarantine Live Reviews.
Okay.
And I started it with the intention of just reviewing artist music that I know. Right? Just going live on Facebook and having my business partner, shout out to Rav, he's out in Florida, but just me and him going on fucking Facebook Live and having artists send me an email with their music, and I would play their music live, and then him and I would just, you know, critique it. You know what I mean? Honestly, like really honestly. So if your shit was shitty, I'm letting you know your shit was shitty.
Trash.
So again, I did it with the intention of just, you know, connecting with artists that I know. The first day that I did it, I had my page public, which I normally don't do, but I had my page public. I had over 2,000 views. That same day, I had over 150 emails from artists from all over the world. I'm not talking in the United States. I'm talking about all over the world. I even met a woman from Alaska. I can hear her up right now. But I know a woman from Alaska.
How cool is that?
Who is so diehard about hip hop. And she's a Caucasian woman. She's an older woman. She's older than me and you.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's even doper. That's even doper.
She's like in her late 50s type shit.
You can't tell her shit. You can't tell her shit.
And she's a diehard hip hop fanatic. And she just happened to jump on my live, and she fell in love with me, and she's been a supporter ever since. But the point is that during these quarantine live reviews, I was doing it for what, like about almost like 3 months, I think, right? A little longer. I was doing. I did it. Well, yeah, I did it all 2020 basically. No. From March, that's when I started. March till about, I want to say maybe September, maybe. I was doing quarantine, and I was doing it every day. Like every day I would go live like clockwork, 8 o'clock, boom. And I'll be live for almost 3 hours. And there would be artists, I'm telling you, from every state, every country possible that would tap into my fucking live. And it was amazing. And I'm still in contact with some of these artists now. You know what I'm saying? So the beauty of social media, you know, as much as I have like a love-hate relationship with it, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because people use it for such negative reasons, you know what I'm saying?
Or for pointless
But for
reasons.
the positive, you know, when it comes to networking, right, when you use it for the right reasons, you know, like
it becomes a tool endless. Like no other.
Like last year, I was like, yo, like No Filter's about to get put on the map. Like, motherfuckers is tapping in from everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, right. I'm telling you, every day, I still got emails right now that I still haven't opened from last year. I promise you.
That's awesome.
I promise you.
But
I was getting over 100 emails a day.
Right.
A day.
That's some Bob Ross type shit.
From different fucking artists. It was it was, as much as it was overwhelming, it was a great feeling, because these artists, you know, you have some artists that they are just very appreciative of the most smallest things that you can do for them. Right. You know what I mean? Like
they know it's worth. They know the worth.
It's like the smallest gesture. You know what I mean? So when I was doing the quarantine live reviews, I didn't know how much of an impact it would have on these artists. Like they would like literally sending me inbox messages like, yo, Blaze, thank you so much for playing my song. Like nobody ever played my song for me. Nobody ever even gave it a chance. Nobody even wanted to listen to my shit. And you played my whole track. He said, even if you didn't like my shit, like you played my whole track. Thank you. Yeah. And then they see how many viewers I had. You know, I was having almost 100 and some viewers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's people, like I said, from everywhere, all over. So I may not like the song, he may not like the song, but you listening, you might think that's just the hottest fucking song out. And that's all that artist needs. It's for one person to fucking like they shit.
I'm a true believer because I've been a participant. That's the way. That's the way Jess got him. She's like, "Yo, you're doing the beat showcase. That's what's happening." And in my head, I'm thinking, "Shit, you sure you want to co-sign on this? Like, you don't know my shit." Like,
well, see, that's the beauty of it.
You know,
everybody don't have to like everything. The same way that you don't like this iced tea.
Yeah. Facts. That's a fact.
Don't eat the same shit, drink the same shit, or shit.
But the fact that
so you got everything ain't for everybody. But
it's got nothing to do with like
the people. So that's how we can make it happen.
But the fact that just pushed for the connection, just pushed, you know, and that's where I respect her because you know what I mean. She put her name on that. That's why. Dude, I was gonna do a podcast the night before. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna fucking sit here and I'm gonna fucking put this together just the way I feel it should be presented because I'm gonna be on somebody's platform tomorrow who's co-signing the whole fucking thing. Yep. So you know what? I'm gonna be the thing that uplifts it. If I can do anything about it, I'm gonna uplift it somehow as opposed to. That's what I want to try to do. Even if I fucking bomb. No one knows. You know, who knows? But I'm at least going to come with $120. Yeah. So if I trip and fall, at least I go, you know what? I gave it $120. And, you know, I at least know that I put all I could to make sure that show went off successful because that show, that's who invited me. And again, that's the same kind of appreciation and reciprocation. Because when somebody co-signs you when anyone... Hi, how you doing?
No, but you see that?
Yes.
That's Spotify. That's what he was talking about.
Gotcha.
The Spotify video.
Dope. Okay. Okay.
That's the video I told you.
JesBlaze on Spotify. Yeah. Where can we find you on Spotify? Tell them, show them.
Everything is NoFilterRadio.
NoFilterRadio, Spotify. Hook that shit up right now. Type it in. You have a keyboard. Use your hands.
I don't complicate orders.
Use your words. You know, but
that was a good way to promote it, though.
Listen, as long as you talk, but again, it's there's some venues just.
Listen, as a DJ,
you know,
I know everybody ain't gonna like everything I play.
Absolutely,
but as long as I performed right, and I caught a couple of people. Right. That's what matters. So that's why. You should never care about how many people ain't gonna like it. Care about the people.
The minute you told me like, yo, a little bit in, you started getting head nods. I'm like, oh, that's all I need. Because I wasn't looking, I couldn't look. You know what I'm saying? That's my babies being paraded out there. You know, and it's for me, it's my children. I love them all, but that doesn't mean that everyone else will. But I can't, you know, as a producer, you shrivel up into a ball and you stand there and go, fuck, I'm being judged by goddamn all of these people now.
Pay everything.
You know? Listen. New York is grimy fans. I love them so much. If they love you, they're gonna love you. If they fucking hate you, they're gonna let you know, and they're gonna let you know why. New York audience will let you know why, yo.
New York too. If New York love you, everywhere else.
Whoa! If you make it here, stop playing.
New York and Hollywood is like.
New York is rougher.
It's just different politics.
New York is, yeah. I think it's just different dialects. Fuck that. Yeah. But I think New York is rougher in regards to, because this is the fashion capital of this fucking side of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like Tokyo, New York and Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? LA, yo, that's when you're making movies and shit. But yo, that shit, that world, the old Hollywood world, that's all getting turned up on its ass with like Netflix and all of that. Them people came and said, word, we'll take that money and make our own shows. How about that?
Why do you think everybody come to New York? Because you go where the money's at. You go where the money at. You go where the eyes, the listen to the viewers, everything.
Listen, this is the music industry.
This ends up.
Music industry, theater industry. I would still say movie industry to a certain degree in New York City. And then, you know, fashion, fucking business, fucking culture. Okay, let's not forget that. You know, this city, let me tell you, everybody say, you know, everybody talks shit on you know, I don't know. But like
that's why I don't like to listen to people. I listen to shows.
I love
you get
this
a whole collective. You don't listen to just one
Let
person.
me tell you something.
And
I
you
love New
go
York
by that.
City. I love New York City because it's populated with people like y'all. And my job is to find all of y'all. Because this is New York. You guys are the heart and soul of this fucking city. You know, I'm right there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know, oh shit. He goes, and I subscribe to the YouTube too. He goes, oh, he left. Peace. Stay connected. He goes, I'm older than all three of you guys.
Nice.
And he goes, I subscribe to the YouTube too.
Thank you.
Listen, and guys, Cigar Talk, I know you off, but if you see us, man, thank you so much for chilling. And you know,
Definitely.
it means the world. You know, it really, literally means the world to, you know, for us.
Cigar
And
Talk, you older, but don't think of it that way. Think of it as you wiser.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
So you still got enough energy to do what you're doing.
You know,
Word.
and you know what? And on that note of New York love, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We're 3 hours and 30 minutes exactly.
Nice.
And you know what I mean? I think we did a fucking awesome one tonight.
I had fun.
Jess, thank you so much. Blue, thank you so much. You know, and I was even making a name for you, like a couple name. You know how they have like the Brad and Jennifer thing.
It's just Blue. It's been like that for 15 years.
Bluna Blaze.
No. We're not doing that.
Because I had to do Blunatic. I couldn't just.
It's just Blue.
Jazz Blue, done deal. The power couple Jazz Blues in the building.
Luna Blaze sounds like a
Like a ride at Luna Park.
It don't matter how it starts, matter how it finishes.
Listen.
The fact that it's a connection is a connection.
Yep. It wouldn't last, like, that's what I'm saying. Conversations don't last long unless I didn't even see the motherfucking time. And that's what
I
makes,
didn't even feel the time.
that's what makes me happy. That's honestly what makes me the happiest. But again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And catch us on the next one. Tomorrow we'll probably go. Oh, tomorrow's Sunday. Sunday is gun day. Tomorrow we're gonna shoot people in the face with a shotgun.
If I don't work tomorrow, what game you playing?
I'm playing Back for Blood, and I'm grinding through the fourth act.
How many games you play a night?
I fucking stay on. I'm real with it. Like like I said, I'm grinding through the fourth chapter.
No, I'm with it, cause that gaming is my therapy too. Like besides business and shit.
Listen, if we get Back for Blood, you got the mic. We're gonna be podcasting while you're gonna be home chilling.
Get it back in blood. No.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
I love the game because it's actually a remake of the original Left 4 Dead.
Okay.
This is it took them 12 to 13 years to redo this game.
Shit like that'd be crazy.
And we are fans because me, Asal, his wife, we're all fans of Dead or Alive. So we looked at this thing with some scrutiny.
You know, there's a new movie coming out, right? Resident Evil.
Yes.
The
Welcome to
preview
Raccoon City.
That crazy.
They're taking it back to the first one. That's the first one, Raccoon City.
Yeah.
They're taking it back to the first Resident Evil in the series because I see they got Albert Wesker looking all young type shit.
Right.
Jill Valentine, son, come on, you know, I'm ready. Because they have that famous scene. Remember in the first one when you first see the first zombie and the guy turns around? They pulled that scene off in the trailer and I was like, stop. You guys are going back with it. Like,
I remember when I first seen that, whatchamacallit, on the ceiling. I was like, oh, it's more than
the hunters.
I was like,
Stop.
I was like, oh, it's more than zombies.
Blue, you're coming back here and we're doing the game episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot people in the face because I can pull up 2 cameras while we have the game display.
The beauty with me is I'm not that much of a picky gamer. I just don't do RPGs too much, but sports, shoot 'em ups,
driving games,
all that,
fighting games. Yo, we're gonna have a Mortal Kombat tournament here. Like as soon as the new Mortal Kombat drops, I'm competent with every single download. Like I did I'm back to Mortal Kombat 10. We're gonna be throwing controllers in here. It's gonna happen.
We're gonna do some throwbacks too. I might have to bring my system.
Come.
We get some Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, stop! Don't.
I'm just saying.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice.
Yo, I was to bring out the system.
Talk to me nice. Wolverine and Ryu. Talk to me nice.
Don't let me bring my Nintendo.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me
We're gonna have a
nice.
throwback Thursday. In this motherfucker.
I'm ready. We got the big screen right there. The HD 60 is up there. Hook in, and we're good to
I'm
go.
mad I saw my Sega. But yo, Sega, if you're watching this,
Streets
send
of
me
Rage,
another one
Streets
if
of
you have
Rage
it.
2, Streets of Rage 2, Streets of Rage 2 for the
I got some
Genesis.
Sega bundles. That's what I'm saying. If I bring my system or my login, it's a wrap.
Dude, we're hooking in, and because the segment is called Old Head Gaming. Because you know what, I'm an old head, but I game and I still catch them here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we listen. We remember you said older is wiser.
Yes.
Well, we still got the controller reflexes, man, and we came up with FPS, bro.
Because when I play games, they be like, you don't think like
Mhm.
first of all, they don't think we old,
Right.
and then when they know our age, they be like, what the fuck? How you play like this?
Yep. Yep.
Because ain't nobody past a certain age.
Yeah, they're playing with sniping rifles. I'm running around with a shotgun.
Me too. Yo, I was just leveling up my shotgun.
You see,
I was just
you
leveling up my
see,
shotgun
you
last
see?
night. I was like, yo.
Son, the AA-12. I don't want no nothing. Extended
Don't get it
barrel.
twisted. If you look at my record, when they say number one gun and most kills, there my AK push working. But I levels up. I don't discriminate. My shotgun. And I'm not much of a sniper user.
I am. I'm a
Because
camper.
you know what?
I'm a camper.
I could use it. I could use it. But in this gaming life,
Yeah.
when I see the camper, it's not.
Take the scope off of it and put a halo sight on it, and then it becomes a very accurate long range shotgun.
It's not just the camper. It's the 2 or 3 of a camper team or the teams.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the teams make me go crazy. I'm like, you know what? I can't snipe right now. I gotta help the team. I gotta go.
Well, the sniper always needs a spotter. So when we start playing together, you could snipe. I'll watch and I'll wait. I won't get the kills. The kills I'll get are the ones trying to come for you.
So that means that you on my team would be crazy because me as a person that running gun and just I get.
Or if you want, you can cover me because
my
I'm
triples, furies, all that.
So I'm a savage with a sniper rifle. So if I have you in the room with a shotgun,
you a camper?
I am a camper.
Oh God,
I am a spawn camper.
Jesus.
I'm the worst motherfucker. I am the
curse you out
I'm not
daily.
even mad at it because I respect it. The
Counters-
fact that you could kill somebody from the same spot many times, I'm like, yo,
I'm gonna-
that makes me.
Yeah,
look
anybody
for you.
could do that. You're sitting in one
but
spot.
Look, you taking it away from what I'm saying. I'm like, that made me look for you and kill the camper. The camper is usually mad at me.
I'm the original camper because I did this in Counter-Strike. The original Counter-Strike, if you look up Dust, the original Dust under the bridge, and I believe this is the counter-terrorist side. If you stand with the OP to the right all the way, when you come down, when they come down under the bridge, even if you're standing by the wall and you think that you can't see, I see your leg, and with the OP, it's one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
So leg shot, bang, you're dead, and you didn't even peek out from under the wall. That's how bad of a camper I am.
I never. You giving me something to do. Like when I'm getting 60 kills a game, 80 kills a game, this, that, and third, and I see that game. The next couple of games with the team I'm like, oh shit, like I'm leveling up guns on you. I'm doing all that.
No more than 3 shots from one location because I got guys like Blue coming to look for me.
Yeah, yo, like picture like me and Teddy, one of my bestest friends from like. I love his competition.
All right.
It made me work. Like picture, cause even him at one point got bored. With playing other people and like, yo, I'm gonna just keep winning. And I'm like, exactly. Like, if you ain't giving me a competition, you ain't giving me nothing to look for.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, why we even playing,
you
bro?
know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna get mad. You gave me something to do.
Yes.
Let's go. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, yo.
Listen, I got a whole troop of good friends of mine, Fraz Esports. They're a competitive group of guys who play Modern Warfare, and I'm sure by now they're playing the new one, and they do money leagues.
That's what I'm trying to get.
So shout out Fraz Esports because I know they're ghosting me right now because they host my channel. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Yep. They ghost my channel, like they host my channel on their channels.
Nice.
But yeah, I gotta get the guys back here because now I actually have the controller I can hand you so you can talk your shit while you're killing people and getting my account kills.
Oh no, the talking shit is the fun part of it. The hate mail that be coming through, I'll be cracking up.
Dude,
I'm like, yo, fuck you.
Dude, the microphone.
I'm like, yo, I did work. I put that work.
The mic is linked directly into the podcast. I love it. Anyone who's listening to the podcast gets to hear what they're saying to me as I'm talking to them out here.
Yeah.
So the closed loop is pretty good. But Blue, let me close this off because otherwise you and me we're gonna keep on going until early morning.
We're gonna have another day with that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have another day with that. We're gonna go crazy.
My dear friends, thank you again for hanging out with us. 207 fucking kicked ass, JesBlaze, Blunatic.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. I love y'all, and we'll see y'all again for sure.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do the Walter Cronkite next time. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I get all serious with a script. No, I'm lying. We're just gonna do this again. I love y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for hanging out, and as always,
Love you too, bro.
motherfucking
Take it
peace.
easy.